only media that have been consistent speaking against bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria.
Edo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, stated that the accusations leveled against the 18 local government council chairmen by the state governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, is part of his plan to justify his attack on democracy in the state. Joining us on the show this morning to discuss the legal justification of the suspension of the local government chairman by the governor is Barrister Maxwell Okpara, human rights activist, founder, Initiative Against Human Rights Abuse and Torture. Good morning and welcome to the morning show, Barrister Okpara.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Vimbai. It's my pleasure. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Well, Mr. Okpara, who is right, who is wrong? Even when it is clear that the Supreme Court of Nigeria has made it clear that local councils under Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution are democratically elected and that they have financial autonomy. Does it fall within the province of the governor, in spite of that ruling by the Supreme Court, to act as a headmaster over local government funds? What is the legal justification for his behavior, or is he wrong?
Dr. Abati, I want to start by saying that I do benefit from your write-ups, and I think you know more than I do when it comes to an issue like this. I want to start by saying that the president should, as a matter of urgency, through the Attorney General, call the governor of Edo State to order. You see, we are talking about legal matters there. We are talking about democracy. In the first instance, one fundamental issue the governor should have at the back of his mind is that immediately you remove the local government chairman, the local government council, then you are now calling on the CBN and the Accountant General of the Federation to stop the allocation of all those local governments in line with the Supreme Court's judgment. You see, most of the things that all these governors normally, most of the actions they normally carried out in the past, it is due to there is no policy direction in line with how local government administration and funds should be handled. But the Supreme Court, in the judgment, has expressly stated that any local government that you have unelected officers, that local government will not receive their own statutory allocation. That is very, very fundamental. They should have that one at the back of their mind. So if you now say that the House has suspended the local government council chairman, and based on that, you now replace them with unelected council chairman, it will not stand. Now, this particular issue is very, very fundamental in the sense that there is a valid and subsisting Supreme Court judgment in this particular issue. Now, how does it start? You ask the local government chairman through your deputy to send you the statement of account of the council account. Then ask you to make it formal. While waiting for that, you started making a plan. They approach court, and the court gave a restraining order, restraining you to maintain status quo. Now, the House of Assembly now suspended them, saying that they are not party to that suit. And in line with the House of Assembly decision, suspension, you now act. So I am now, the best approach to resolve all this particular issue there is that the people involved should approach the court and commence committal proceedings against all of them that are involved, including the Attorney General of Edo State. Because if President Tinubu allow this to stand in Edo State, that will be the collapse of whatever thing you want to achieve. Somebody was in the studio, I think Solomon Lalong, a few hours ago, and he was saying that are these people have their own policy, or are they working in line with the policy of the president? President Ahmed Tinubu wants to bring government closer to the people. But because of your own selfish interest, because of your own personal interest, you want to destroy the entire democratic system. Right. If there is anything, I'm in opposition against this government. If there is anything the president has achieved, is this particular policy. Right. By making the local government to be autonomous. But because of some governors want to still have control over the funds of the local government, that's why they're giving it a different interpretation. The other day, Soludo was in Anambra, giving the hello?
Yeah, I just when you finish your point about Governor Soludo, I'll come in with a question. Please go ahead.
Yes. Governor Soludo was the other day coming up with the Robastamp House of Assembly of Anambra State, giving another interpretation on the judgment, and the Attorney General of the Federation, Fabimi, intervened and called him to order. So, and the Attorney General of the Federation has also called the governor to order. So the best way to approach it is that to direct the Inspector of Police, because police is under Attorney General, DSS is under Attorney General, direct them to withdraw those police officers and send the coverage to all those local government elected chairmen for them to carry out whatever thing that they're elected to do.
All right, thank you so much. So I think you've established the fact that it's illegal, and the state governor should not have that right to suspend, because as the ruling from the Supreme Court earlier this year has established, the local government should run as its own, as its own government. But I want to even ask about the complicity of the local government chairmen themselves. Yesterday, this week, we had one of the local government chairmen of, I think, Auchi, Esako, in Auchi of Edo State. And he was saying that when the governor came into office, they went to visit him, they tried to see him, and when the question was posed to him about submitting his report to the governor, he didn't seem to understand that he's not supposed to submit his report, financial reports, to the governor, because they have councillors for that responsibility. Do you think that the local government chairmen themselves do not understand this law that you have just explained to us about the independence of the local government?
No, they understand to the best of my knowledge. The only thing there is that they try to see if they can work with the governor. You see, whichever way you like it, everybody in politics is all about interest. Election has come and gone. The governor has emerged. Whether you like it or not, you have a governor. So, and now that the governor has emerged, it is a responsibility to pay the governor a courtesy visit and say that we are ready to work together. But the governor should have his own limit, should know his own limit. Because just like you said, the State House of Assembly make laws for the state, while the councillors made bylaws for the local government. Now the governor don't have a right to control, because all these things are all these things is going about who will control the funds of the local government. And the governor want to have some persons in that local government that they can be directing on how those funds should be controlled, should be used. That is the A to Z of it. Now, in order to do it, they are using everything humanly possible to make sure that either to remove them or to ensure that those local government council chairmen that was elected under Obaseki, they did not have their way. Because if they believe that these are the members of PDP, and whatever thing I want to do with the local council fund, they will not allow me. So the best thing is for me is to aid them out by whichever way and ask them to go to court. And before then, there is a subsisting court order, for Christ's sake. And you are not saying that the Supreme Court cannot direct the state. Who are you to interpret the Supreme Court judgment? If you are confused, you go back to that court to seek interpretation. So the governor has no right whatsoever to direct the local government chairman, elected chairman.
Okay, let's look at it from another perspective. We look at these allegations of what possibly could have happened with these funds. Of course, we are yet to see evidence of it. But my question is that if the councillors whom the local government chairmen are accountable to are not doing these investigations, are not sharing these findings, are not holding the local government chairman accountable, then who will hold them accountable? Because at the end of the day, we are also worried about a situation where the local government chairman will also become mini kings, little kings, in the same way the governors have also become little kings as well in their own dynasties. So just to look at it from another perspective, if Governor Okpebholo is saying the people who are supposed to do this have not done it, so I'm coming in all righteousness to do it, is it wrong? Because
no.
The councillors themselves have not done it.
Yeah. No, Vimba is wrong. See, while the governors are having their way in the state because of that immunity clause. Now, remember that the local government, the local council chairman, none of them are under immunity. Now, if you feel that they have committed act of misconduct, ICPC is there, EFCC is there, they can be arrested. Their accounts can be investigated. Forward the report, because what the governor is doing it in bad faith. Because if it's in good faith, prepare a petition, submit it to EFCC. Alarm that they said that they looted how many billions of naira. Good and fine. You have your facts. Submit it to EFCC to investigate. And if EFCC conclude the investigation, they will be arraigned in court. So that is the procedure. That's what we are talking about. Because if you say that the councillor failed to do what they are supposed to do, and based on that, you want to now take over the duty of the councillors to remove the local government chairman or to impeach them. We are saying that it is constitutionally wrong. It cannot stand. And this is working against, because Vimbe, do you know the implication of this? Other governors are watching how the Attorney General and the President will handle this issue of Edo State. Take it from me, I know Nigerian politicians. They are watching. And if they allow this one to stand, and the governor of Edo State have his way, take it or you leave it, you will see another state being controlled by another party. They will come up with one useless allegation against the council chairman and suspend them. And they will be using this Edo State as an instance. So that's why we are talking about these people. Are they working to actualize the policy of APC and Tinubu, or they are working for their own selfish interest? So you want to destroy the entire thing that everybody has been applauding. Because one, in my own local government, we put machinery in place to monitor how our money is being used. So if you feel that anybody can do it, anybody can submit a petition. It's all about this particular allocation, this particular money came into this account this month. What did you do with it? Anybody can write a petition. So, but when you are doing it, using some persons who are not even councillors to impeach a local government, carry out a purported impeachment, it cannot stand. That is why we are talking about that. The president, as a matter of urgency, should call the Inspector General of Police to order. And those who are advising the president, they should wake up. They should be reasonable. They should look at the law. They should look at Nigeria first. not for their own selfish interests. That is our position, and that's what we are fighting for. And yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Para, well, I'm not too sure whether it's the president who can take a decision in this matter. And why I say so is to ask you, what do you think of the argument by other persons that yes, despite the Supreme Court ruling, which clearly renders the actions by state governors trying to still control the finances of the state, of the local government illegal, that there are still certain provisions in the Constitution that will need to be addressed for clarity. For example, Section 162 sub 6 and Section 162 sub 7 dealing with the distribution of funds. In other words, Section 162.7 dealing with the state joint local government account, which says states are supposed to collect the money and pass on to the local councils. Now, this state government, they set up all kinds of administrative structures. They take more than enough of the money. The other contention has to do with Section 2 sub 2 of the same 1990 Constitution, which says the federation shall consist of the federal government and the states. It doesn't mention local councils. Local councils were mentioned for the first time in that Constitution in Section 7. So, which is why Governor of Adamawa, Fintiri, has gone to court seeking an interpretation of Section 162. Do you think, instead of saying President Tinubu should just give an order, it's beyond them? Shouldn't we go back, to the same court to say, look, can you interpret these sections? I don't know whether that is clear enough to you.
Yes, Dr. Batu, you are right. But listen, that particular section you are quoting in the Constitution, the Supreme Court considered it before giving the judgment. Remember that just like as I said, if you feel that the judgment of the Supreme Court is confusing, is ambiguous, you approach the court, asking the court, please, we need clarification. Through an application, we need clarification on this particular issue. Remember that once the court is only person that have the right to interpret the law. And that section you are even quoting, when the judgment was given, people were giving it a different interpretation. People were saying that, why should the Supreme Court ignore what section of this? But what the court said, that is the law, is the law. Is the Constitution and other sections gave them the power. If something is black and the court said that it is white, it remains white.
All right.
That is the position. Now, excuse me, I'm going to somewhere. Now, you are now talking about the president. The president has a very fundamental role to play. Remember that Attorney General is under him. The president is on the Inspector General of Police is under him. Now, when you the Inspector General of Police give, because for you to carry out an illegality and get away with it, you must have the back of the security agents. Had it been that the Inspector General of Police said,
all right.
You're saying something.
Mr. Akbar, I'd just like you to round off your thoughts because we're about to move on. We're running out of time. You have 30 seconds to go. Thank you.
Okay. What I'm saying is that the president, the people who are advising the president, they should advise the president very well in line with the law. These are the same people that ask the president not to release Nnamdi Kanu. They should watch what will help the country, not what will cause trouble in this country. I rest my case.
Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has called on the Edo State government to desist from maligning his character. The Edo State Governor, Monday Okpebholo, had alleged that former Governor Godwin Obaseki absconded 2 days before November 14, 2024, which is his official departure date from office. But after months of absolute silence, embattled former Governor Obaseki is speaking up, calling on Governor Okpebholo to stop deceiving Edo people with what he termed lies regarding his whereabouts. Speaking through his lawyer, Abubakar Yusufu, former Governor Obaseki argued that he did not go into hiding, insisting that he duly handed over power to Monday Okpebholo with over 800-page handover document. Obaseki also berated the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, arguing that he was never invited by the commission. Now, to deepen this conversation, we are now being joined by Barrister Abubakar Yusufu, the counsel to former Governor Godwin Obaseki. You're welcome, sir. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to be here.
Grand. First off, I'd like to start by noting that you are wearing a very suggestive cap that is, it's something that I'd see with another party, so if you please make that clear. That's supposed to be the NNPP insignia, if I'm not mistaken, or colors. Am I correct?
Yeah, you are very right.
Okay.
I was the spokesperson to NNPP, and I represented the party during the presidential campaign committee. So I'm still in NNPP. The mere fact that I'm holding a brief for Governor Obaseki does not mean that I've changed my political views.
Okay.
Because even the PDP and APC, they do not impress me. It's like a choice between Otapiapia and Sniper. But the person I'm representing is Governor Obaseki.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. I appreciate you all for joining us today. Today is Friday, 10th January 2025. The time is already running fast. It's already 10th already. Very soon now, January don't finish. What is your plan? You know, most of the things that you put together that you're going to do this year, have you started them yet, or you're still waiting? I appreciate you all, my wonderful people. Thank you very much for your time with us, my people right there. Started mother of all mommy diaspora. Thank you very much, mommy, for all that you do. We appreciate you always. Good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you right there. Thank you very much, Upright TV, Uwabo, Felix, Peter Osaretin. God bless you all. Kodinak Record, I can see Doris Audio. Thank you very much, my people. Adelaja Ogumbi, my brother. Thank you very much for super chat. My first super chat for today. I'm very, very grateful. Good evening to you. I appreciate you, my wonderful people right there, everyone right there. I might not be able to mention all names because of time, but I want you guys to know that I appreciate every one of you right there. Miracle Bio Saga, Daddy Dixon Dagbo, thank you very much, Matthew, Dosoa, thank you, Christian CXL, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Larawanjo, Adio, Madam Rita, God bless you. I appreciate you all. Didi Anthony Ben Osaon, my people, I see you all right there. Oriomi Abdul in the building. Thank you very much. God bless you. Timmy Dibe, many more. Madam Bright is with us as well. George, first Benedict is with us. Day 2 days with us. JJ Lai, I can see you as well. God bless you all. Usas Saratin from Facebook. God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kate Morrissey, Party Solomon, and many others. Like I said, I really need to move on right now. McDonald, I can see you just coming in. Thank you very much. God bless you all. But meanwhile, I'd like us to quickly take this. I'm going to post out a link right now because I'm done with my video presentation, but I'm just going to take on some articles, then we'll take it from here. But meanwhile, before I take on these articles, I'd like to quickly pass this feedback to my brother, Black Panther. Black Panther, your submission yesterday got a report from 3 people for you, and I'll keep 2 away because I don't want to mention the names, but one of the 3 that is one of us here, love God is my strength, actually sent a very, very passionate audio for you, which I'm not going to play here, but I just want to let you know. You know, I told you yesterday that your submission yesterday, I was very, very happy that you were alone on the panel, so because you got the opportunity to express yourself properly, you know, and I want to say thank you very much. And the love of God is my strength is telling you how much He appreciates you. But meanwhile, I'd like us to quickly move on right now. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you so much. I'd like to take this article here. But before taking on the articles, for those of you that want to join us today, a link will be posted. Please click on the link and join us here and let's talk together. Let me quickly do this here. Bear with me. Let me start with the article that I have for you guys. Okay, on that particular video that I played from our Concern Nigeria earlier on, but I'd like to quickly tally that up, you know, with the article that I have here, which I guess is this one. I'm not sure because I have a couple of, okay, there you go. U.S. government returned $52.88 million linked to Jonathan's minister, which you and I know, Alison Desiani Maduke. The United States government has repatriated the sum of 52.88 million allegedly traced to the former Petroleum Resources Minister Tiziani Maduke. So I'm not going to read anything there, but I just want to let you guys know that this money now that they've returned, what impact will this money be upon, or rather on the people of Nigeria? What impact? Because we have been seeing money returning, Abacha loot, a lot of them have been returned. I remember I showcased some of these figures some time ago here. You know, at the end of the day, what happened? You know, where is the money? That's what we need to know. You know, who they collect and with it, because most of this money are being relooted. Look, there's a lot of money, in case you're not aware, 52.8. How this woman finished us, although not be only she, you see, one person I take this money, so only one person. Not be only this money, oh, US returned this one. Remember, I said the main case where she they face now UK. Abi, you remember, right? UK. So now US returned 52.88 million. You know how much be that? Can somebody put out in the comment section how much this one be? Now the return so that means this woman now, if you say more look everything where this woman thief, this woman at least equivalent to $1 billion where this woman thief. Yes, everything, all her assets. Now we say woman will buy bra for $12 million that time, allegedly. Where they talk bra, where they put for here bra. Now means they say you spend about $12 million for at that time. This was under Jonathan though. That's why you see sometimes when we want to say, okay, Tinubu. I've always let you guys know that our government, from starting today, they are all satanic. They are only recycling themselves, but they are the same people. And the corruption did not start today. Yes, the reason why you see we will always call Tinubu is because we expected him to sort out the problem that we all are complaining. But unfortunately, the satanic APC people will come on air and be telling us, like Monka Foam was saying, they will be telling us that, yeah, in 2015, what happened? No, yes, we already know what happened. The reason why you guys are there now is to sort out the problem, right? How do you show to all that you are fighting this corruption? Is by putting satanic Buhari behind bars, putting Malami behind bars, and almost all the satanic individualism involved in satanic Buhari's administration, or rather cabinet. They're supposed to be behind bars. That is the only way I will trust you as my president that, oh, you are doing the right work. But Buhari is working freely. And most people from your satanic APC are not blaming Buhari. Then they jump Buhari, go they blame Tele. Now Tele, they go they blame. Yes, we know, say the Tele. Now they be this way they see for screen, so not them. But who is going to solve this problem for us then? If everybody will continue to be blaming their predecessors, if their predecessors, because if I have to say predecessor, now just yesterday, no, let's say their predecessors. The problem is huge. The hunger for Nigeria, will not go feel understand. Before we move on, it don't reach the level now where people don't thief pot of stew, pot of soup. Hunger, watch this video.
Odago Jeremy, 2025 criminal. 2025 criminal. What of you? Yes, so airport wa fún yan wa gbèsè ni ara. Airport is no manya. We na me ala me so so o so be. Agbana wa re yo. Aro pagano na. No, I no get that. No get that. Very young and Emma. Ochino.
No, my concern now be say for this pot of stew, so the best way cook this stew, That means economy, this Tinubu economy not affect this person at all. I take get money where take cook this. See how that stew rich. The money where they take cook that stew. Ha! Now wow, these people not trust that they suffer so. See different kind of bush meat, everything where they said that stew. But meanwhile, let's come to reality. The level where you don't see Agrippa, for where me come from, Agrippa na a grown-up man. Agrippa go thief pot of stew. Agrippa thief pot of stew. Let's what I want to call that one. That will be hunger. I don't know how they do it now, the late sham, or I don't know. I beg our president Tinubu, we don't rake, we don't quarrel, we don't shout, we don't call una satanic, we don't do everything, una not the meanwhile I beg. We are hungry. Where somebody warned me that day for comment section, say you they praise Tinubu, say light day. Don't let them hear, make them not go first. So now that suffer, you the suffer so. 4 days is your day, so I not get light. For the past 4 days, they never reached 2 hours light where they give me my people. And they say, make I just whisper them, they can't hear. Light not day. 4 days. Waiting can make me come talk, say the light is not good. I don't know. No gonna forgive me. They are punishing me for my truth. I don't see light. Light 4 days, you're straight 4 days, no light. And my people, kidnapping have started. People are not still first. I talk that one. God, I have to put myself on this trouble now. How did I get here? How? Wait till push me come this area so. Kidnapping have started. Yes, started. They are kidnapping people right now. It's everywhere. Oh no. I be saying, make I talk about be. I don't know, say they were listening. These people were listening. They are punishing us for especially me. They are punishing me for saying the truth. Light not there. Everywhere is just bala blue right now. But I say, Tinubu, you first. Say I say you they give us light. You first I say the security is increasing. No verse. I will say, make I use my platform talk about B. 4 days. No, I know you blink the light again. As we they talk so. This is too much to handle. Amadorita, I can see you on the backstage. I'll bring you in shortly, man. I don't know why I talk but I'm no verse. The closure, I'm bullying it right now. You know what that one mean? Oh, okay. Our Benin people come interpret that one. If I don't feel interpret again, let me take another article, no verse. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you now. Let me take another article so that we can start talking, man. Wow. Anyway, I have this one right there. Peter Obi, everyone in danger for being kidnapped in Nigeria. Peter Obi is still talking regardless of the threat. I like this man. You know, this man, the man is talking. No matter how una try make una threaten and reach, he's still talking. He don't feel talking. He's saying now so he go be, let so be it. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Peter Obi, has expressed deep concern over the increasing wave of crimes, particularly kidnappings across the country. In a post shared on X and on Thursday, the former Anambra State governor lamented the growing insecurity that has gripped various parts of Nigeria, stating that no one is spared from the escalating danger. Obi highlighted how this insecurity continues impacts critical aspects of the nation. Let me look for Peter Obi quickly. Unquote. The frequent occurrences of crimes, especially kidnapping in the country today, is worrisome, and it's causing a lot of apprehension in the land. Today, no one is currently spared from the dangerous wind of many kidnappings and killings blowing through many parts of the nation, Obi wrote. Every Nigerian feels the heat of insecurity, which has continued to affect every aspect of our nation, from the agricultural sector, where farmers are often chased out of their farmlands, to health and educational sectors, where critical workers are often kidnapped or killed. This is exemplified by the constant kidnapping and sometimes killing of our farmers, teachers, and lecturers in different schools and universities. Just recently, the manager of College of Nursing Science, Ihala, was killed yesterday. Two reverend sisters, one a principal and other a teacher who work in our different schools in Anambra State, were again kidnapped. These are people contributing immensely to our national development through their sacrifices in farms, educational and health facilities in different remote villages. According to Obi went on, but I'll leave that one right there. My people, not be small tea though. I may be talking as say make I love verse. I be think say maybe if I say make I talk about it, I don't know, say na break. These people, they were doing, they were doing Christmas and New Year. Everywhere got quiet because it's everywhere is now beautiful. Wow. But meanwhile, I would like to quickly take this one. Nigerians are talking because Peter Obi visited Babangida, once again. Remember in 2022 general election, Peter Obi visited Babangida, and he went on again. Why visited Babangida in Mina? Peter Obi, although I don't want to really take that right there. Labour Party LP presidential candidate in 2023 election, Peter Obi has stated that this visit to former head of state Ibrahim Babangida was to seek his invaluable advice and words of wisdom. The former Anambra State governor disclosed this in his post on X account on Thursday. Peter Obi described why he visited and all that, blah, blah, blah. In neither may advise him how to move Nigeria forward and all that, blah, blah, blah. So I thought I should quickly bring that in. But I have a particular article that I want to read here that will surprise you guys. Because if I read this article, I'm not going to know why this article is until I talk. Anyway, make a fair read and I know whether I know why this is happening right now. Court orders all Nigerian banks to blacklist Iduka Obagbena from financial transaction over $718 million debts. In case you don't know who be Obagbena, now he be the owner of Arise TV. This man, so then I'll remove that one. He responded, as I show and so much, they tell me where to and believe where concern this thing before I talk. Now I see whether people can get it quickly. Not be let me go, they talk everything. Why freezing order against my account is abuse of court process, Iduka Obagbena cries out. The owner of Arise TV, they don't freeze all the account, his wife, his children, anybody affiliated with him. If he breeze where he breeze and safe, breeze where he breeze pass him, they freeze all of the account. If breeze get account. So talk like say you be human being where you near them at all. Every account freeze. They don't freeze everything. They profile not go get salary. I mean they talk this one now. But according to them, both family and everything frozen. So that's what we see. But before I will come, I will say something. Let me see. Let me go to comment section. For what happened recently concerning this whole thing, anybody sense anything at all? Can anybody write something on the comment section? Let me see if you sense anything at all. Do you sense anything? If anybody sense anything for you, not go good though. Must I always bring it to you to understand? So nobody write anything concerning this thing. So that means nobody still gets where will they come from, where will they go? Eh? Eh? Kai! Make I talk, so no not get anything. So, okay, Christian SSA Tinubu handwork, okay. You are surrounding, but you are not hitting it. Okay, Mandarita said they want to control media. The media, okay. Mandarita, you are surrounding as well. APC people. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay, make I just give a hint. I'll leave her like that. I'm starting to talk. The only hint I want you give. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg you to remind me of channel when say Tinubu was the man of the year. Which channel again? I don't forget the name of the channel. Which channel I beg? Which channel was it? I still remember. Channel where give Tinubu the man of the year. Una remember so? Come me don't forget. Okay. Now rise. Okay. This is na Coco channel or Ibrahim channel. Okay, now rise. All right, okay. Okay, now, might still ask one question again. Does it mean say, okay, make I talk in riddles? Oshomole says something. If you join APC, your sins are forgiven. Okay, does it mean say this whole case don't dey inside hand wuru for a while? Say, Oga, we want froze everything. Oh. Then Oga come quickly run say, may he go give the man of the year to our president. I just dey ask, oh, na question I dey ask, oh. I not talk anything, I just question. Oga come run, take it. Okay, more quickly, man, the man of the year. May this thing for not happen. I don't know. I just dey ask. I bet somebody respond to me quickly. Now I'm gonna do this thing. Tie. Does it mean say? Do you sense anything around that area for Luku, Gobazowa? Do you sense anything like that? You see now you guys are not responding, no. Christian CX, are you sure? Are you sure that I'm on point? I look like from corner eye. Sorry over waiting happen. Love first. You be try. You try to be proactive. You don't say you don't try or you try. But you forgot you are dealing with a satanic party. Love first for now they say the Rufai, the Ayo, the Abati, they're not gonna get salary for audio. I believe one of Fulagana announced the man of the year. Jagaba. I mean, the best president ever. Make this man they accelerate for me. You see, I dey tell you say, wetin make me they like or rather they love Tinubu be say, Tinubu they give all of us woto. You know say you. I tell you now. Wetin I tell you now like December. I say January I said 2025, from January or February, Tinubu will start stepping on toes. So Abuna no hear wetin me talk that time. Can somebody testify? Am I preaching? I talk am, be I not talk am. When I say Tinubu want to start stepping on toes, you think one of my toes will be small toes or Mandarita toes or CXL toes. No! You think that divine cross toes at the top? Now small on the see so a baby try make it wrong kitty upon the wrong $750 million. That body big go. They all froze everything. Go reach pot of soup, they froze everything. You get the way I want to analyze it, but I go your leave them. Man, leave them. I don't like to give una clue sometimes. I want una still they give me clue. Maybe my panelists might help later on. I don't know. What I know. I answer for my people. I answer allegedly. Everything I've been saying is everything is allegedly. That's what it's here for here. I'm covered with allegedly. My channel is covered with allegedly. That's what they talk about this show. God bless you all. I'd like to take some calls so we can move on. Thank you very much for your name and where you calling us from. Hello. Thank you, sir. I bet talk to us. I don't know who they talk to. Oga Samuel, I bet talk to us, my brother. Thank you. Go.
That is struggle. And the man they work for Obaseki, it's just all of the deputies. It's just all of them, they are the same category. They work for Igbo. You know, they also these two parties not good, but they work for one of them. See Nigeria, so Nigeria not people forward. I don't know if I give a solution.
Thank you, sir.
When they try to talk about the panel, for this panel, so more we have to talk every time, whether they go, or more try ask Aisha, may talk to Peter Obi, go to Peter Obi. But they have to work out for the electoral reform for Nigeria. When I go get when they do it now.
Thank you.
They don't scatter the north, and they fight. They don't do together again now.
I beg, Simon, don't call you laugh finish me for you. I beg.
They don't scatter everywhere. As for they don't talk about the local government chairman. Now, three people don't know the work for Nigeria again.
Hey, wow.
Thank
you.
Too strong.
All right, thank you. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Let's take another call quickly. Mr. Wale, thanks for calling in, sir. I better talk to us. Good evening. Thank you. Happy New Year to you, my brother.
Yes, sir. I just want to comment what very good submission. But the problem I have with that submission is when you mentioned the article. Mr. Obi and this man, that's fine. But adding the article, that one is out of it. Because by the time you bring those article, all those criminals will join them come. That one is certain. And Mr. I said something about asking one question long ago. I said, do you see bill in Nigeria? You say yes. You said, did you see what happened to people when the policeman, when the spokesman, when they arrest one policeman that was holding money for the son? But they arrest the man. Well, what happened to the children, the little children? Because they are big children. Meanwhile, some policemen, they arrest some children. They arrest some children, so they won't overtake Tinubu. And what is the law saying about spraying money or matching money or prison of Naira? Is it not against Nigerian law? So it means that Nigerian law is for the poor, not for the rich.
Okay.
Is that not it?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Wale. God bless you, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, all my people. Rosie and yours, thank you so much for the wonderful super chat. I'm very, very grateful. Your pocket never run dry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Help us to press on that like button, help us to share, let our voices go far, and also press on the dollar sign if you can encourage what we do here. Sometimes, I bet Tinubu, the way they do and so, me not go the verse for you. To be honest, I'm not the verse for you because when you come be like say, now only the poor they collect go to. That's not right now. Make everybody they collect. I beg go put the can of worm of Buhari. Many people when they inside that can, they need to flood it down. You Koboko, when they use paper take rub, they deal with these people for us for this 2025. Meanwhile, I'd like to hear from Madam Rita. Madam Rita is the only one on the panel. If in case you want to join us, this is the best time. If not, Madam Rita finished talking, we run away as we done yesterday. Thank you very much, Madam Rita, for your time with us. Good evening to you, ma. I beg you get the floor, talk to us.
Yes, Mr. Elf, good afternoon. It's nice to see you here today. And my lovely mommy diaspora, I love you very much. And I want to greet everybody in the comment section as well as those from home. I'd like to see my brother Black Panther. Yesterday was great. It was great, very profound. And sometimes, when somebody really wants to speak and really say their mind intellectually, you just let them speak. And somehow Black Panther was the only person there yesterday. And he delivered. Black Panther, my brother, thank you so much. That was a very passionate, very, very passionate information that you gave out there. And I hope that the leaders who are listening would adhere to what you were saying. And it really got me thinking really deep, about a whole lot of things, Nigeria, what we're seeing with the political parties, this every day that we talk about issues of concerning Nigeria is just, we are divided. That's why we're going through what we're going through. Yes, going by today's topics. Wow. I don't know if I'll be able to say everything today, but I will start with this Nduka Obiagbena's being banned. I actually read through the story. I think he has an offshore company called the General Hydrocarbon, and that offshore company is owning a whole whack of money, right? And everybody knows Nduka Obiagwena is a very flamboyant man. I remember in the past, there was always issues of people who work for this day complaining that, they are not paid, they've not been paid for a long time. There's always some financial issues. Perhaps he doesn't have good management with money. That's my assumption, because this is not the first time we're talking about mismanagement of funds or Nduka Obiagwena owing money. And he's a very flamboyant man. And he's known for giving awards to people like, former governors or, present governors and all those kind of stuff. I think he was known for even bringing, what's her name again? Tony Braxton. He's very, very flamboyant like that. And now, so when this General Hydrocarbon, company limited, having issues with owing money and borrowing more money. I heard they're even seeking to borrow more money now. It just questions the management style of Nduka Obiagwena as a CEO. So people might say it's not relative to Arise TV or This Day. People might say all those kinds of things, but going down to the story, it started with Hydrocarbons Limited. And there's been mismanagement and they've been borrowing money from First Bank and they haven't paid $200 and something million. That's a whole lot of money, right? But this is just a yardstick, obviously, from the ruling party to just use this debt, against his station, because really, even if sometimes the Arise TV try to be objective, but people like Rufai, Hussaini, and Ayo, they've not been very, very supportive of the president's administration The only person perhaps who always want to play the devil's advocate, which I don't think he is Ruben Abati. So Unduka should go face his he should find out to lick his wounds and just try and fix whatever he needs to fix, because they're coming for you. So because you're dealing with the devil, you got to have your backing. And anybody who is against this administration, obviously, if you have a leaky roof, if you have something that is not completely sealed, they would come for you. Yes, they would come for you. They will use the courts, they will use the police, they will even use the CBN, they will use the Attorney General, they will use everything that they got against you. That's just the Nigerian name. That's just how it looks like. And maybe perhaps if Unduka, comes out that and say, you know what, he's fully APC, he's always dangled with either political parties in Nigeria. And I don't understand, Mr. Elvis, why Femi Odetola's picture is there. Perhaps he's part of this General Hydrocarbon Company. I don't know, because many of them are into offshore, they're into energy generation. They have sub-companies. So I don't think Arise Ode is only the only business that Unduka Obiagbena is involved in. He's involved in other stuff, even oil too. So as we see in this General Hydrocarbons.
Okay, Madam Rita, I would like to quickly correct something. You said the total debt, were you referring to the total debt of $200 million?
$225 million. Yes.
No, that's not the debt. The debt is 718 million. The total amount in the account that they froze is 225 million.
Oh, that's the money that's been frozen now.
Yeah, right now, yes.
Okay. So the money that they're owing is almost $1 billion.
The debt is $718 million. So I wanted to correct that.
Oh, great.
Wow.
So it has up to $225 million frozen. Obviously, these guys are involved in a whole lot of things outside the media. Obviously, I mean, for you to owe that money, that's some business. That's some serious business debt, man. So anyway, I think Unduka, you can do whatever you want to do with, and the federal government, who does not support what you're doing with Arise, and this day, because you're always criticizing them, they're going to use that as a yardstick to go against you. It's plain and simple, and because I know it is not just Unduka Obiagbena who is owing money. There's a lot of big men out there in Nigeria. There's a lot of entrepreneurs in Nigeria who are owing a whole lot of money. Yeah, more than what we're even seeing. So it's not new. If you're on their side, like former Adam Soshomole was saying, former governor of Edo State, you'll be forgiven when you join. So I don't know. Unduka has never been the one. He's a PDP person. Yeah, I think he's a PDP person, but he frolics with everybody. Being a media person.
I believe they might forgive him because he gave the best man of the year to Tinubu. Don't worry, don't forgive him.
Well, okay. Well, you see, this issue is going to arise again. If it's just for the moment, arise again, and this time they'll probably use the CBN governor, and they'll probably use the Attorney General. There's just something that the government always gets you if they want to. So even if they hold on to him now, it's just going to be temporal. That's what I feel anyway. Just about Unduka, that's some business, probably wrong business moves that he made. And the other topic, he said the assets linked to Desiani, $52.88 million. The United States are returning to Nigeria. Every year, Nigeria receives a gift from Father Christmas, either from Abacha loot or Dasuki Gate issue will come out again, or Desiani every other year. Yet we receive those gifts, but yet we never see the gifts. And most times they usually say they channel those gifts to the Ministry of Poverty Alleviation, the one this former Beta Edu and Madam Farouk was heading before. I think that ministry has been scrapped, or I don't know if it's stalling right now. So to me, it's like, okay, like you said, Mr. Elvis, okay, what after? What's going to happen if you convert that? What's that money going to do? They will tell us that they use it for maybe one of Sheikh Tinubu's initiative, or maybe the Ministry of Poverty Alleviation or Ministry of Agriculture. It's always something that they divert the funds to. So to us in Nigeria, we've seen it all. In fact, we've seen more than this amount before, and everything went to voicemail. So to us, it's not doing us any good. Yes, for Peter, I'll be saying that, everyone is in danger of being kidnapped. It's true. It's true. Mr. Alvis, there's something you always say. I think that's one of your mantras. The evil you support today might be the evil that will go against you tomorrow. A lot of people who kept quiet when people were being kidnapped in the beginning, they thought it was just poor people from the villages or the rural areas, or people, that just didn't have some sort of security like gate, or we're not living in gated areas. They just thought that, it doesn't concern me. That's none of my business. But today, even big men are, so-called big men are being kidnapped. We don't even have respect for the reverend fathers or the pastors. It's even imams too, are not left out. So, it's everybody. It's everybody. It's going to affect everybody. And
they say that I hear for Buruburu, they say na all the Oba palace, they want that is for Nigeria, they want beginning, they enter all of them, now they kidnap all of them. A lot is going on, though. A lot is going on. Now when they talk, they could not talk, they could not talk,
Well, like I say, everybody has to get involved. As even us who live, outside Nigeria, you think that, okay, it doesn't concern you. I'm here. Maybe you have your immediate family with you, but you never know. You never know. You can go to Nigeria and then look at what happened to that man who came from the United States. See what happened to him. So we all have to speak out to this menace. It's becoming something that is beyond Fulani headsmen right now. Everybody's just involved one way or the other. And in the southeast, anytime I hear of kidnapping or unknown gunmen, I really feel bad for the southeast because it's so bad. I really, really feel so sad that people don't dare go to the southeast and just move around and just be free. And then we are seeing all these kinds of things. In fact, like we don't even know who is fighting who is IPOB, who is Masob, who is Fulani headsmen. It's just messed up. So everybody, it involves everybody. So everybody has to be involved. And the issue of the NURT, people going to complain, asking the governor to intervene and all that. Of course, NURTW is a union, right? And it's headed by MC Oluomo. Those people who are agitating that the money they're asking for them is too much, I think they should, with all due respect, majority of them, they're probably not tech savvy. Majority of them are not educated, or they don't understand that, if you go online, if MC Oluomo has a media page, and then you scream out there, share the videos, tell your people, do all these things, because he's the president of the Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers. Yeah, so it's a union that's separate from the governor. Technically, like I think somebody said, they have to appeal to the national. The national can direct the state government to intervene or something about the price. So, they should look for their chairman or representative. Anybody who has been in a union will understand the different processes. So coming out to, to shout and all that is allowed. Yes, yeah, you can protest, is allowed. But, protesting and not doing anything, that can be seen, it's an attempt in futility. That's how I see it. So, MC Oluomo, I am doing my duty now. MC Oluomo or your handlers, if you're listening, go and do something about the fees of what they're collecting in Edo State. It's ridiculously too much. There's poverty. You guys should start shouting. MC Oluomo is the one to talk, because he came to Edo State the other day, as a president. So he should come to Edo State and do something about these fees that they're collecting from union members. Now, going back to, this is the elephant in the room. Edo State issue with the local government chairman. For some reason, I've tried not to talk so much about it, because I know that in the end, a lot of people are going to speak about it. I was expecting Olumide Akpata. Yes, I always try to call out his name. I'm expecting the likes of Olumide Akpata, and as well as Chief Michael Zekome, and all the SANs of Nigeria, as they call themselves, to talk about this matter. But you see, there's a deadening silence about it. And then the only time we heard about the Attorney General make a statement, perhaps he made that statement because we just look at the optics, we just look at what the surface is in terms of the Constitution or what the Supreme Court, declared. And then we'll just leave it at that. And the people are left in disarray, confusion, instability. Our laws in Nigeria, we all know it, is ambiguous. We all know it. Now, this man, this human rights lawyer who came to speak, when I see the likes of these men coming to speak, I don't know, Mr. Jonathan says something. We are a country of pretenders. I repeat, we are Nigeria as a country is a country of pretenders. This day, today, if anybody who was in support of former governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki's administration, and they saw the impunity, the abuse of court orders, amongst other atrocities that was not constitutional, they all kept quiet. They were all silent. They were all supportive. They have absolutely no moral rights to come now to tell us that Mondo Pebono now should follow what the Supreme Court says. And please, I am sick and tired of this new mantra that I keep hearing. You cannot argue illegality with illegality. I am sick and tired of hearing that. Mr. Elvis, because this channel is respectable, I would have loved to use some very derogatory words on people who are telling me that we should stop using illegality, we should stop judging illegality with illegality. If somebody like this human rights lawyer is coming now, and he also existed during the time of the hegemonious emperor like administration of Governor Obaseki, he didn't speak. Is he saying that as at that time he wasn't aware of what was happening? Did he speak when the 14th House of Assembly members, elected members by the way, were suddenly denied of their rights? Local governments were suddenly denied of their rights. I remember so well, as fresh as early this morning, I spoke about it, just like many other people like Mr. Alex spoke about this. I was saying it continuously. I was insulted because, and I said, I just wish, Mr. Elvis, you can go back to that time, 2020, and look for those videos and play it for people again. I remember I was insulted, and I remember what I said. What you people are supporting today, the excuses you guys are giving today, the likes of Mr. Mori, I said I can remember it like early this morning. The likes of my brother Ijala Semota, I can remember. They were giving one excuse or the other. I said, what you people are supporting today, be very careful. It will come back. It will come back and it will cause mayhem in Edo State because you have set a precedent now. This authoritative way of governance in the excuse that they want to impeach you. Time will come, it's going to repeat itself. As a matter of fact, it's going to get worse. This is what we're expressing today. This is the bitterness we're expressing today. That's why I say, those people who are coming now to talk about obey court rules, obey this, against the Constitution, Okwebule is going against this, I laugh. We're a country of pretenders. God bless you, Mr. Jonathan. Eshe Gonisa, God bless you. We're a country of pretenders. We are a country of pretenders. Be careful, Mr. Every that your mantra, be careful of what you support today. Because it's going to come back and haunt you tomorrow. And they know this. They know, those who are listening to me, those who supported the illegality, they are listening to me, they know it. And that is why I have the authority now, because truth is authority. I have the authority now to argue this to make this argument and say, those of you who are shouting, obey court, obey court. Those of you who are shouting, oh, this is unconstitutional, it's unconstitutional. What happened when Governor Obaseki, who you supported, was going against the Constitution, was just behaving like the black man of Napoleon Bonaparte in Edo State? Where were you guys? Where was this human rights lawyer? Are they telling me that they were not watching TV that time? Are they telling me they didn't see what happened in Antonio Naro complex? Are they telling me that? So I get so livid when I hear the likes of people were clearly supporting the illegality to come now, to have the audacity to start talking now. We are a country of pretenders. We are a country of pretenders, and we are all in this hot mess. We are a country of pretenders. And there's no way that maybe whoever is listening to me, oh, that means, are you saying, because that's their normal response, are you saying that what this guy is saying now, what Monday Okpebolo is doing now, I'm supporting it. Monday Okpebolo is doing what he's doing because till date, I have not heard any SAN or the likes of Olumide Akpata, who is an Edo man and who is a very good lawyer, come to talk about this because they know how our laws are. Somebody mentioned, this is section 162, section 10, and somebody mentioned the comments of section 10, 10 and 20, talks about the local council being under the state government. See, there's a lot of ambiguity in everything. And then this man says, what the court says is what everybody should follow. However, he forgot himself, and he said, perhaps the governor, they should go and seek, just like what Governor Fintiri is doing, go and seek clarity from the courts. So if the court say is white, and people are clearly seeing that it's black, now, are you now saying that, okay, we're not going to agree that it's white, so you're not telling me I should not go back to the court to make clarity of what you're saying? Let me tell you guys something. The truth is that what the courts say is law, yes. In the case of clarity, and also in the courts of the Nigerian judiciary system, clarity interpretation is different from statement. Or let me reverse it. When a court makes a statement in Nigeria, I'm talking about the judiciary system in Nigeria. When they make a statement, when they make an order, it's usually different. The clarity, the interpretation is different. And that is why I feel, this is what I'm saying, there's a lot of silence for many SAN. Because there are underlying factors to what, and that's why it seems that Monday Okpebolo and his legal team and Samson Osage, they feel what they're doing is right because they know already. Every other person who is shouting right now is just shouting based on their selfish reason. It's just shouting based on being partisan. It's just shouting based on just being that they know that there's something that's not clear in their books. And that's why they're now using this court order now as a yardstick to start making noise and disturbing everybody everywhere. I try to stay with, and I don't want to say much about it because I am still waiting. I am waiting patiently for the Attorney General to come out again. I'm waiting patiently for the courts in Nigeria, the Supreme Court, to interpret what they said about Section 162, subsections, is 6 or 7, or no, 6. I am still waiting. Right now, everybody's just dilly-dally. Monday Okpebolo and his team, they know what they have read. Samson Osage, they know what they have read. And that is why there is a very deadening silence about what is going on in Edo State with local government chairman. They know. Even Governor Obaseki knows. We don't want to even go about how these local government chairmen were elected. Listen, I know somebody who was, in fact, it is not like allegedly. Edo State people know. These so-called council chairmen and councillors, they were imposed on Edo State. There was no election. They were imposed. They were imposed. We know. So that illegality, you supported it because you were partisan then. It was okay. We didn't see human rights come there. We didn't see anything. We also, what happened, even during the Edo State election, all the nonsense that were going, that they're not trying to make it seem like, oh, PDP under Governor Obaseki, they were so decent. They're decent human beings. They wear suits. They speak English. They're so nice, very diligent, very, professional and all that. Like, really? Like, seriously? Seriously? Let us, listen, things will start getting right when we all come together and start saying the truth. When we all come together and start, even if the person we support is the governor, and say this, and listen, I am in your party. What you are doing is wrong. When we start coming out to talk, to go against what we support, things will start getting better in Nigeria. Everybody who is talking right now about this local government issue, everybody who is talking right now, I'm repeating myself, they are doing it not based on the fact that they want a good society. They are doing it based on being partisan, but based on friendship. They are not doing it because they know this is the right thing to do. Nigeria is a country of pretenders. That's who they pretend. That's who they pretend. Let us say things the way it is. I am keeping quiet now because I'm still waiting for the courts. I'm still waiting for all the SAN. Olumide Akpata, you're from Edo State. You were a Labour Party candidate. You have not spoken about this. Why? Why? You look off in the enter house. So all of you who are shouting, we obey. No, all of you in the enter house. Mr. Elvis, let me just stop here now. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mother Rita, thank you very much. The reason why I have to give you that long time because you're the first person that came here to rescue me, so you deserve that long minutes to talk to us. Thank you so much. The area you went on, wow, I didn't see that coming, but let's see if our panelists will respond to that area. You know, saying I Edo State matter, you get as they be. So as Black Panther, they talk and say, make me calm down, make I allow not talk am. And if I talk them right now, I can't be like, I say, I put words on her mouth. But I'll just leave it like that. But before that, I'd like to appreciate Peggy Modi. Peggy Modi, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm very, very, very grateful. May God bless you. Thanks for all that you do. I'm grateful. Guys, help us to share. Press on the like button. Press on the dollar sign. Encourage our work. This year, we never put our Nigeria account for screen. Make I put on today. Man, see. And not say something for put up. Nobody they put anything for them. But if you put anything, no worry, they come mention your name for here. That's our account number, Nigeria account number. In case you want to support us, anything you put right there will be appreciated. Remember, say streaming from Nigeria, it's not easy like that. Some of our fees now say, wait, send, we not send you, we not do this. I make Madarita talk and just now say, many of us when they talk say, not concern me, not concern me, not concern me. But look where we are today. Okay, not concern me. You there abroad, the same thing they happen for Nigeria, not concern you. You there Nigeria, you say because it not directly affects you, so it not concern you at that moment. Not knowing that as long as you are a Nigerian, whatever that is going on in Nigeria will directly or indirectly affect you. Always support us, encourage us on what we do. And God, I go bless our people. I'd like to call on the next person to speak to us, which is give us a mandate. Give us a mandate. You're the second person on the panel before Prince Collins. I'd like you to talk to us, my brother. Good evening to you.
Good evening to you. Please,
your line not too clear today like be before, but your manager, she don't did that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay. Thank you very much. Greetings to everyone. I greet you, sir. I greet you. Thank you very much for all that you do. Comment section, I greet you. Mommy, that's where I greet you. Prince Collins, I greet you, and others on the panel, I greet you.
But meanwhile, give us a mandate. My lawyer say make I salute you, wella, Luberos Oshoma. Say he appreciate you. In fact, he actually shed tears on your submission. He say, I tell you, say, now God, I go bless you. You will live long with good health, in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I also pray for you. Thank you very much, sir. When it comes to Nigeria, you cannot rescue Nigeria with just one mode. You have to go through different angles. But let me show you guys what Madam Rita did to us in Texas. This one, Madam Rita to send us black soup. You could see what Madam Rita sent to us. Now they see now she can send us snow from Canada. Madam Rita will greet you.
Madam Rita go carry a package for that. That flask where Madam Rita sent that what I call her, that container. Now
black soup. Now snow that day inside. Look every time come on. Madam Rita will thank you. No more. We greet you. Thank you.
No, wait. When I put that for big screen, I beg. People to need to know what Madam Rita do also. It's not. No, this is unfair. Madam Rita, instead of you to say black soup, you don't go for inside cooler.
No, this is just about
see the roof. Then they beg you, I beg, release us. I beg go. You see the old neighborhood. What I could I beg
This
go, I
is
beg.
come
But
on. This is about 4 centimeters or so. It's nothing now. Come on.
no, now you are, for you and Mr. Jonathan, this is nothing. It's even it ain't nothing for you guys. But please
But
leave
this
me
is
and my
really
Texas
nothing.
to I beg.
Really,
Uh,
I'm not fine.
but now blast will request for now. Why you posting us this one?
Exactly. No, Madarita, stop defending the indefensible. Wait till they
Why? Give us about why you dey fear?
Eh?
Fear, you know,
We still have
You
the
don't see
same
black suit.
thing.
Those
go,
This
black
is
suit bring
very
am well well.
this
you
is
come up
very
for house.
small.
You
Come
come up
on
for
now.
house. You see how they fear. You ask them, I say, we in the inside your house. You don't come up for house. You don't try inside school before. Madam, I will greet you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is this is
You
just
see,
small, and you know it. It's very easy. I'm sure your road is clear. Just trust off your
now we know that we are Nigerians. We are always pretenders. You said cooler inside the cooler. Now black sugar I can't expect. I can't see for that. I can't see white. White. Thank you very much. I greet you now. Well, on the issue of this look about Bena, right? See, when you deal in Nigeria, and that's why we should always appreciate people like Mr. Helvis. I will start with him first. Mr. Helvis said, and I quote, he said, if he tells us what this guy brings to him as maybe palliative or, oh, let me just use your broadcast now. It's just me and you go to talk. But that talk, he didn't finish it. Or what is behind that talk? And it's just me and you, no panelists, no commenter, no. Let's say no panelists. We ask the question, we just talk, and then we close the show, and then we go. And then maybe after everything, but the man will tell them, no, you can't. Let me reach out to my people first, and then I'll get back to you. And so when you say no, he goes back and tell them, oh, the people did not agree and we cannot do anything. Juicy envelopes, juicy reward or whatever you can call it. And the man will say, no, it's not accepting it. Uluka Baigbena should have learned well that the government in Nigeria goes after their opponent or oppositions, regardless of who you are. Who tells you that they are not even after Atero Peter side? Because he's the owner of Stanbic IBTC, and I think that company is doing great. Stanbic IBTC, in my own judgment, things may change. Now, you now go further to men like Peter Gregory Obi. The reason why they cannot bring him down because they've gone everywhere. They are still searching. See, let me tell you something. If there was any skepticism in Peter Gregory Obi's even business or way of life, forget about what we are saying today. We would have closed shop. All of us would have gone home. The reason why we are still outside here today talking about Nigeria, standing behind Peter Gregory Obi, is because his books are detailed. His life is an example to follow. His integrity cannot be questioned. And the same thing is Mr. Helvis. And maybe some other people like that. Now, when I saw that news earlier about First Bank taking over Unuka Wagner's assets, including Arise TV, I was shocked. I was shocked because with the way Arise TV does their thing, you would think that everything from either the front end, the back end, the side end, both right and back, even underground, everything is clean. See, every government that rules, whether in Nigeria or anywhere in the world, they always look for something to bring down people that are against them. Even here in the US, is this surprising for you to hear Donald Trump saying that if he gets to power, he's going to do some things? No, that is how systems are built. Is it good? No, it's corrupt. That shows the intention of humanity. That human beings don't always forgive and forget. They will come after you. Now, with this that we now see that it now begs on the fact that because when I saw that they gave the criminal drug baron Amoda Songuleri Adekule first best man of the year by this day, I was like, oh no, this is Jamboree, the man that ranks the third among the world most corrupt leaders. How come this day is making him as number one when they saw the light of Delefaro TV? It now tells you that Ulukoba Igbena did that to want to get the favor of the current government because PDP is not in power. But is that how a society is built? The madam that spoke just told you that Nigeria is a society of pretenders. Not only pretenders, evil people, callous men. So you went everywhere in the whole of Nigeria. You cannot find a man that stands tall in character, in words, in actions, and in deed. That you now have to give a man that ranks number 3 as the world most corrupt leaders in the world, the best man, the man of the year award to Nigeria. Now, that's not even enough. On what precedence, on what basis do you give that? Do you give him the man of the year? What? Okay, now, as we speak to the people that still died in Nigeria, nothing has changed from when Buhari left office up until this person. And so when Mr. Evans tells you that, oh, they will tell you, just like Mokafom was speaking when Ayo was asking him question about how Nigerians have been in suffering for the past years, ever since APC have gotten power. He was now trying to put it on the past party, PDP, for example. It shows the evil of these people. So for me, Unduko Baibena, well, all I can admonish you is if you hold those money, go pay them. You can still get back your assets. The only thing you can do for now is just like the first commenter, the first panelist spoke. As a businessman, you don't have to live a flamboyant life to tell people that you are rich. No, it is only in Africa. In fact, over here, you see billionaires wearing their pants. They even go about in jeans, and you ask them, what's going on? That's just life for you. So if you live a flamboyant life, if you have property you can sell, go sell them and pay wherever you are owing. Because one thing is, Arise TV has built a name. They now have a brand that you cannot afford to let go down. You'll be destroying a generation. If there are assets you can sell to quickly pay for this debt and then continue what you are doing, Arise TV on its own has built a name, not because of you, but because of the caliber of Rufai Oseni, Ayo, Oji Okwe, not even Ruben Abatilo, but because of these younger people that has now brought your TV channel into limelight. Now people watch it from all over the world, and you stand in a way you stand for the truth. You speak it as a seat on Arise TV, and that's another reason why the government of the day using First Bank may not take it easy with you, because even in the banking industry there are politics. Maybe I should cite one example. Who destroyed Intercontinental Bank? Who knows where Erastus Akingbola is today? Cecilia Ibro. All these people. Erastus Akingbola, for example, is the CEO of Intercontinental Bank. That bank employed people from a church. They destroyed that bank. When it was time for Erastus to go to court, they used a pastor to stop the court proceedings of Erastus Akingbola to tell you that everything in Nigeria is corrupt. Everything is corrupt. So don't be surprised that Amoda Songoleri may have insider in First Bank, and it may be maybe even their CEO or their managing director now going after Better. For one reason, they want to destroy the media house called Arise TV. But as the name is Arise TV, you continue to arise. I pray for you that God helps you to be able to pay all of those debts. If there are things you can do to salvage it, please do it, because that TV on its own has gone. And then stop living a flamboyant life. You don't have to make statements. People know you are rich. How you get the money may not be their question, but I mean, if you are there already. So that's God. Now, on the issue of Edo State, I greet you, my Eastern people. I can't greet you at this evening. Don Moma or Don Mosa, if you are from East, I greet you. Whether Aswe or Opewolu, ESA is there already. So let's forget about whoever is there now. ESA agenda is working, and is working well in Edo State. ESA Oyeo, I greet you now. I always ask you people here, we are the likes of Tiobala, we are the likes of Honorable Sam, I will need to come and I will need for them to come up. Madam Rita, God will bless you. Black Panther, God bless you. Mr. Chris, God bless you. You guys, you are wonderful people. I love you with all of my heart. I remember last year, we all were here. We were talking. The only reason why we're talking about Barrister Olumide Ozawa Pata is because we know is a derivative when you talk about all of these other factors. Now, what Opello is doing, did Obaseki do the same thing or not? You ask yourself that question. So, if it was good for Obaseki to have just imposed local government chairman on Edo people, why is it not good for Opello to sack those chairmen and tell them, you guys were imposed on Edo people, I sack you? Ask yourself that question. If it was good for Obaseki to impose local government chairman on Edo people, why is it not good for Opello to sack those people? Oh, that court that did that then is a court from India, and this court now is a court from Afghanistan. So they are different presidents, right? Continue to deceive yourself. When you wake up, maybe then your Lamborghini may have turned Corolla under this Okpewolo administration. But I don't pay me your Corolla, be your Lamborghini turn Corolla, because that's not my wish for you. My wish for you is say you go open your eyes, go wake up. All these well say these people, they know what they are doing. Now, you talk about how Okpewolo gets into power. Okay, if it was good for Obaseki to do all they did, bring people into office, so it wasn't good for Okpewolo. Even though I don't support Okpewolo, which they do, I don't support them. But I'm just trying to create for you the contrast. Because you guys can quickly say, oh, Obaseki did this, he did that. So why should Okpewolo also use his own illegality? And that's what I just ask you. These guys, they all know what they are doing, and that's why our laws, our judicial system, in fact, it's like they manufacture our own judicial system from a different world. Very sad and very painful. So, Edo people, I only pity people like Black Panther, Madam Rita, Mr. Chris, not even Mr.
All right,
Elvis.
round up, my brother.
But I just pity people to say they're not supporting this government, but they now have to deal with it. So, people, whatever you see under this government, just take care of that. Then they court, right? Make we see how the court could end the matter. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I give you a mic.
Thank you, my brother, for mentioning every topic bullet point by point. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you right there. I'd like to appreciate Martin Benjamin. Thank you very much, Martin Benjamin. I'm very, very grateful for your support always throughout 2024. You were there alongside others. Now you started again. God bless you. God bless every one of you. Thank you once again. Peggy Modi, appreciate you very much, man. God bless you for all that you do. Rosia Yosh, thank you very much. Adelaja Ogumbi, thank you very much for all that you do. Okay, I would like to quickly move on to the next person to speak to us, which is Oga Prince Collins. Oga Prince Collins, we don't miss you. You don't leave us for streets. Is that last time I hear from you now, according to my calendar, is more than 78 years old.
Mr. Elvis, I greet you.
Happy New Year, sir.
It is the same to you. Happy New Year, everyone. I really appreciate.
I actually saw your name yesterday. I referenced to you when I was talking about something. No, day first today.
Wow, that was very nice. Yeah, it's not. It's easy by the grace of God. We just entered New Year. At least we need to proclaim good things.
Exactly.
It is going to be well by the grace of God. But when, we don't know. It's only God. It's a divine. That's a divine statement. We don't really know. So I appreciate everyone and for what you are doing. Most time, I'm always when I'm free, I come into the station, but I cannot participate because of my tight schedule. Festive period and all that. Traditionally, it's not easy at this time for us. So I want to appreciate everyone that is holding brief, especially my panelists that have been here all the time. Sister Rita, Black Panther, Chris, give us a mandate that just finished speaking, and a host of others that have been here. I want to appreciate every one of you. You know, those that are in comment section, you know, they are great performers. They are wonderful. If not for their sake, we'll be here. In fact, super chat flying every day. I think that is the grace that is going with you, Elvis. I want to appreciate God for you and your tenacity and continuity.
Thank
That
you, sir.
spirit, I want to really appreciate you, honestly. Whenever I'm not here physically, I'm always with you in spirit. You know it now. You suppose know that we're here now. They don't take. So we thank God for everything.
I know everything. I make me reference to you 3 days ago. I was saying something that I said if people have to testify, for example, people that have been with me, I mentioned your name, I mentioned Madarita name, I mentioned Oga Chris and one other person. So you were among them. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Oga Prince, you go Bini.
You know, we go come back, my brother.
I know say you go do well. I know you.
as a traditional man, all those things must get involved. We know they run for tradition because now our culture be that.
Oga Prince, not my blank pattern. I only in laws for inside Texas for there. This
no, I go through the TV now.
78 years. He never visited.
I they pray for me. I go through the TV. I follow
It just Texas now. That Texas my equal below.
The Oba pray for all of us now.
I don't be lie. By the grace of God, we are fighting the fight now so that we can always go there in peace. You know, I think it's what we all need by the grace of God as we are getting old. But what we are seeing right now is really disappointing. But all the same, we must move on. Life goes on. You know, I am not expecting anything different from that country right now. What is happening right now, I think for me personally, I've predicted it about 15 to 20 years ago. I know that is what's going to happen. That is why I started changing my ideology and narrative about that place, because I know that a place where impunity is the order of the day, you cannot see anything better, nothing can work better, because the people are not afraid of any incoming consequences. You know, when you most time before I will go ahead, what we have been saying, like what my sister Rita has been saying, in talking about the past governor of Obaseki, government of Obaseki, and relating it to this present situation. It's just a clear picture of what is happening there. Subsequent government are going to be worse because there is no punishment or a sequence for wrongdoings. So nobody can face punishment, and it leads to severe effect on governance and society. You know, look what is happening right now. Let me quickly, dash to the words of explain by the words of Dele Farotimi recently, the interview he had. You know, when he was weeping, a lot of us, saw him as somebody. I know that most of us will see him as somebody that is depressed, or somebody that has been, passed through Nigeria, and Nigeria has passed through him. Now he's a bit helpless, but still proving to be strong. That's why he wept. He shed that tears. But for me, a lot of people don't know why he shed that tears that day. When I saw him, I was almost sharing the same tears with him, because I have to, empathize with him, feel exactly the way he's feeling, and know why he's sharing that tears. He didn't share that tears because he felt that Nigeria has dead with him, happened to him or whatever. He shed that tears because while he was sharing that tears, he made mention of certain things. Let us not forget that they told Dele Farotimi to stay away from public media, especially social media, until the case is being heard and whether they are going to do it to his favor or what. I know they must have pressed him to agree to that agreement for him to come out and have his freedom. Knowing that Nigeria society is not a society where you can easily get your freedom when you pass on their intelligence, telling them what they are doing is wrong. So he was weeping actually that day because he felt that the way we spoke, because he was using a certain words, if I could remember, he said, because you spoke, because you fought, that is why I am out. Because you spoke, that is why I am not seriously dealt with. Because you spoke. He mentioned that word seriously and he said, damn, if we can remember. He wept, he looked back. He held on to so many words. That word, because you spoke, is a big word if we have to realize what it means. Because you spoke, it means that Whenever we speak, we get our freedom. That is the exact meaning of that word. He said, because you spoke several times, if Mr. Evans can recollect, he said, because you spoke multiple times, he said that word. Then he wept seriously. What that means is that you don't speak when you are supposed to speak. Because you spoke for me, I am out today because you spoke and took the right direction. If you had spoken why Nigeria's democracy was being stolen by this cabal, they would have returned it to you. If you speak when your right is taken away from you, they will return it. If you speak when you are supposed to speak, you will get what you want. When you are silent, you don't get results. When you speak, you get results. That is the meaning of what he said. Because you spoke. We should take note of that word. Because you spoke, certain things happen. Action speaks louder than voice. People spoke, it was because he was appreciating everyone. Let me not emphasize too much on that. Maybe next time we'll be able to talk about that. A man was interviewed in Arise TV, former minister during Obasanjo's, Buhari's regime, that was talking about cabal. You know, one cabal weaker than the other one. Some are intelligent, some are stubborn, and all that. Those are just what you see in this kind of society, Nigeria. What is happening in Edo right now? It's not different. You know, right now, because at the state level, there is a kind of public trust that has been eroded. As citizens now, they observe powerful individual escaping accountability. They have observed powerful individual escaping, you know, corrupt practices. The rule of law is weak right now. Enforcement is selective and almost absent. So what do you expect from this kind of people? Essential services will deteriorate and funds meant for public works are diverted straight away. There is a culture of lawlessness in that land. What is happening in Edo right now is a typical explanation of anarchy, working towards anarchy. That is where Nigeria is going to, but we don't know. I heard Elvis, you know, emphasizing it that certain things are going to start happening. We are going to see more than that, except we have to do the right thing right away, almost immediately. If we don't, we are going to see. Okay, look at the local government official now. They engage in petty corruption and abuse of power, you know, knowing there is little oversight. That is what they are doing. A community development project has failed seriously. You know, nothing is materializing. Allocation, the government there's an allocation, but the budget is misused. You know, basic services like waste management is nothing to write home about in Edo or even Nigeria right now. Road maintenance is zero. And public utility has declined. So we don't even have water. We can't even access water. I heard that man saying that in Abuja there's no water. People access water privately through boreholes. And people are saying that they are working, and they are saying the state is working. You know, so what do you expect in a corrupt society that we have just described now? What do you expect from a governor like Okweworu? Just as Obaseki did. Obaseki was you know at the primary level. The next government that is coming, I mean, Okweworu has graduated to secondary level. The next one that is coming is going to be worse. I don't want to start mentioning them in Edo right now because most people there, I know them. We are friends because it is just their time. The society they find themselves, the law is not working. It's just like people jump into river to catch fish. Everybody's rushing. If you catch one, come and go drop one, come back, come carry another one. Now so the system can't be now. It's nasty. It's useless. You can't. It's nothing to write home about. So what do you expect in that kind of society? I've heard people saying Obaseki did that. People didn't say anything, and now this one is doing. People are talking. That is it. No, that is what is going to happen. Don't expect anything new, anything good in that circle. Because reform become increasingly difficult as beneficiaries of the system resist change. The beneficiaries of this system, they resist change. They will never allow reform to take place. And this will make talented individuals, those that are highly talented, to avoid public services, and that will further weaken the system more. That is what we are observing right now. You will see what's going to happen between now 4 or 5 years. Look at Edo. The Edo state that we have right now is shame. It's a shameful situation. Look at those that brought this same government in. You see these Agberos that fought for this government to come in, that helped them to ring election, that helped them to bring Okpeworo in. They are all suffering it already. The common men that casted their vote, they are not even suffering more than what transporters, national road transport workers are suffering right now. Because their rights are not being protected. Nobody have any reason to cry, because this is the same people that are crying right now, that are demonstrating right now, that they can't pay 1,500. They are the people that brought this government in. They thought they were going to benefit from it. It's just Agberos and all that brought this government in. So it is the system. Until the system is corrected, we can never get anything good at all. There is failure of economic development, decline in basic services. Ordinary basic services will not get for Edo again. Not even essential services that local council should provide. They are all deteriorated. Garbage piles up, uncollected everywhere. Edo is dirty place. You can't drive peacefully without saying nonsense. Local roads develop. Nothing is happening there. Street lights stopped working many years ago, and public spaces become neglected when officials, the thing is really terrible. It's terrible what you see there. What do you expect in this kind of system? People are blaming. Go to local council at the local level. People are worse. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. Kickback everywhere. People that are in service, they are there not because they are on salary or they are on wage. They go there every day to make an estimate because the system is down. A situation where one Greek fowl is 30,000 naira and minimum wage is 30,000 naira. How do you expect those kind of people to do what they are supposed to do? Is it madness? One chicken is 28,000 naira to 30,000 naira, and minimum wage is 30,000 naira. Some states are not even paying that amount. Then you expect them to go to office and be decent? Never. They can never be decent. You can't tell somebody to behave properly when it's not properly taken care of. Edo when it's a parable in Benin. What it means is that when you are pressed, you cannot give reasonable verdict until you empty yourself. There is hunger, there is poverty, there is everything. So these guys that are parading themselves as politicians, they are doing nothing but just looking for an estimate at the highest level. Those are the federal level, they are looking for billions. Those are the state level, they are looking for millions. Those are the local level, they are looking for hundreds of thousands and millions. Those are the lower levels, they are looking for tens of thousands. Until the last level, they are looking for hundreds. It's a corrupt society, born and rooted in corruption. We can't get anything good until a magic. In fact, where we are walking towards right now is where we are supposed to walk to. It's even too slow. There's supposed to be anarchy before now. There's supposed to be anarchy before now because nobody cares. A situation whereby somebody will buy and it look as if it's just a chicken that is dead and everybody just walk past. A country where fear tank will tumble and split into pathways. People go and fetch fear, and there is dead bodies around. They don't care. Come on, Nigeria is done. It's done. Let us forget. And the way Edo is going right now, because Edo not the carry last, they go show them the way, show them the light, and give the proper treatment. Now Edo they go, and now Edo go fair, Edo data, and I go fair bring this command. Just watch out in the next few years. You see what few years is even much before the end of this 2015. Nigeria is going to face a different dimension that not beyond money, but that's where we're walking to. So what we are seeing right now is just a mere issue. I was discussing with my friends. I told them, look, you guys are going to run away at the end of the day. You think you are benefiting from this system, you are enjoying it. No, your kids are going to run away from you when you are coming to where you don't even know. Because most of them, look at Wicked the other day celebrating his son, his child graduation in Europe. Somebody that spent 8 years in government, was twice minister, and he's still a minister. Can even build a recognized institution for his children and his community to attend? It's a shame. It's a disgrace to humanity. In fact, black people, for me, black people, they are shame. They are disgrace to humanity. Black people, I tell you, black race, they have failed themselves. They have failed themselves. That is why we are not even respected anyway. Only the microscopic few that are sensible enough that are trying to live elsewhere. It's a great disappointment. It's a great disappointment. And it will be a thing of joy that we are facing it. We are facing it this way. If the worst come to worst, we all will face it and make sure that the result will get it all together. Thank you very much. Let me hold on for now and let some other person come in. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mr. Elvis. Mommy Diaspora, I appreciate you. I say wonderful Happy New Year to you. God bless you for what you are doing. Everyone, I appreciate everyone big time. I love you all, and it shall be well with us. Thank you very much.
Oga Prince Collins, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for touching every area that is affecting us in Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you so much. All right. I'd like us to move on right now so that we can get to everyone on time. Black Panther, you're the next to talk to us. Then we'll come to Prince Alabo. Black Panther, my brother, good evening to you. I left a message for you earlier on from the beginning of this broadcast. I'm not sure if you listened to it. From a feedback from one or two persons, including our own here, God is my strength, for your submission yesterday. She was very, very pleased and she applauded you for it. I beg talk to us. Good evening to you.
I want to thank you. Thank everyone. Are you hearing me clearly? Today is
yes.
double taxing a little bit. I want to thank everybody today. I want to thank Mommy D. More grace to you. And I pray that everything that you wish for in this 2025, you get it in Jesus' name. And I also pray for you, Elvis. You are going to do more than you have done in 2025. People will come to you and ask, how did you do it? People will start saying in their heart, God is not fair. But our God is a fair God because He told us to exercise our faith. Even when we speak, we should follow it up with our faith. You will grow beyond your expectation, and your family will be filled with joy and happiness and peace. In Jesus' mighty name. I want to thank everyone. Prince, may God bless you. Thank you for what you are doing. Thank you for the keeping up of the tradition, our heritage. Thank you for the entire thing. We are watching it live. We are with you all. And may God continue to bless our King, the great Oba Iwari, the second Oba of Benin Kingdom. May God lift him and give him good health. In Jesus' mighty name. I want to thank every other person that has spoken. I want to thank the audience and the commenters out there. May God bless every one of us. Like I said, this year is not a year to paint someone. It's a year for us to think deeply on how we are going to take it back. It's a year where we have to forgive first. And before I go further, I want to thank everybody that listened to what I spoke yesterday. It is not out of I want to speak or I want to contribute. I spoke out of the depth of my heart and the depth of the knowledge that God has given me concerning the Nigeria where I was born. And I want to thank everybody, and I pray that message gets to Shore, because we will not want to see us be speaking good about speaking concerning the country, and we want the country to be like where we are out there. And thereby, we are pretending. We all want to see it manifest to the picture that God has placed in our heart. And if we want to see it, we must at the beginning forgive those that is in our heart, that are torn down, that are coming to the realization that we must keep this nation and we must be the best out of the black race, because we have the potential, we have everything that God has given us. What I said yesterday is not braggadocious. It's because of the passion that I have for my own beloved ground. I want to go back there to kiss the soil and tell my God and our ancestor, thank you. And today, the Arise stuff that came up is a distraction. It's a distraction. This year I said we should think deeply and look at the picture. Look at the picture that we have set aside. Let's focus on the picture. The picture is getting it back. Let's focus on the picture. This is a distraction. The reason why I say it's a distraction, you see, the man that owns Arise is a multi-million-dollar man, and he knows the game, and he knows how to negotiate. What they are doing is to bring him to the round table to negotiate. Negotiate not in terms of the monetary aspect, negotiate in terms of which political place really, because we don't understand you. Where do you stand? That is how they do that. Remember what the former governor of Edo State said. And remember what all others have been saying. Remember their psyche. They are bent on messing up the psyche of an average Nigerian to believe that they are doing things right. When they put your psyche in their palm, they can navigate it. Before you know it, this one, we have the problem of Obi versus Mokafo. We have not finished that. They have drawn us, because that Obi and Mokafo was a strategic thing they did there. They sent him forward to come and do that. That is why you see he's going around the media now to speak, just to elongate, to make it in such a way that they don't come after him. Now, what we are having now is the man that owns Arise TV is not like our people say, not be today meet in Bio. He has been rubbing shoulders with every government that have come into Nigeria. He's not a today millionaire in dollar. He is a silent billionaire in naira and a silent millionaire in dollar. He has a lot of investment outside. Every Nigerian millionaire you see today, they borrow money and do illegal business. They borrow money and do things that will truncate the economy of the country. And when they start picking their set pocket, they are trying to bring the person to the round table to negotiate. And we are not part of the negotiation, but they want to distract us. I listened to Omoyele Sowore this morning when he was on online. That is, I think the People's one channel. I think that channel they normally do their radio is one. I forgot the channel. They are listening to him carefully, and they asked him a question with Obi and what he's doing and Obi. He answered the question very, very, very well. He said one thing, that he has given his life to everything and is no longer scared. of anything, that they've not yet done anything to be, that they will come forth further for him. All they just need is just one little space, and they are in. But they are scared too, because even the thief that comes to the home to thief is also scared not to be hurt. So they are scared. Tinubu as a person is also scared. But what he's doing, and what I believe, one thing he said there, I concur to, he said, Tinubu can only win the election if they do the selective election. But Tinubu cannot win the election if they do election. That is to tell you, we still have power to break that selective process if we are what? If we are together. You see what is happening to Edo State now? Nobody should let the music continue. We need to break it down to where we all will stand still and we look at our eyes, eyeball to eyeball, and start pointing the finger into the eyes of those people that have settled down to destroy it, that are speaking all sort of language like Otapiapia and this, that are supporting satanic governance in Edo State because they want to belong to the group that is running down the state and the country. They are part of those that have been frustrated, but they don't know any way out. But they are thinking they'll be covered in a cloud, and that cloud has made them misappropriate or made them run off the track, thereby following what the satanic politicians are doing. That is what even the guy that came to speak on Arise, the lawyer, is speaking nonsense. He's trying to dance here, dance here, dance here. He's speaking nonsense. He's not hitting the fact. That is why we said earlier on, the constitution you have now is not a constitution. That is why you have him saying that there were only 2 tiers that was mentioned. And that's the federal, the state. Where is the local government? It was bad. They took it down. You went and go to the 7th page before they mentioned it. Is that a constitution? That is why I say the system, Nigeria is not a country. The system is what makes a country stand. When the system is not well done, we'll have all the things we are having now. We'll be having it. Now, I want you all to picture your mind and go and watch the extract from what happened in Syria. I want us all of, I won't explain it. I want every one of us. It's on the net. Let us go and watch it. And let us go and watch the peace now in Syria. Our peace. And let us go and watch the way the man that was in power and his father, how they destroy their own country. And the way they lock up innocent people. Thousands of people are missing. And people went to the center to look for their loved ones. And the same thing is happening in our country. The day this government will go off the track and will get hold of them, we will all see the destruction. We will all witness the kind of peace that will come back to Nigeria. I hear somebody was saying on the radio when he was talking, the guy was trying to be tribalistic. He was from the West. That's why I made a plea to the Western people, my Western brother. He said, you know what the man said? He said, Fulani is indigenous to Nigeria. You see, people don't know their history. They only fall on the trajectory of, oh, I want to be safe, but don't want to take their land that God has bestowed upon them. They are scared. Let us accommodate them. That is how the West lost Kwara. And they started it again. That was why I made that announcement to my brothers. Because we have something that binds us. And I don't want to lose them. The way we lost the Kwarians. And holistically, I want to speak right now to my Edo people. Those that are gallivanting and destroyed the Edo State. Continue this instruction. There will be a time where we all stand eyeball to eyeball and we'll fight that fight that no man will separate us. And that fight, we need to, it is not a physical fight. We will fight it for the emancipation of the country, of the state. And with those people that stand and wearing the regalia of truth, we take back Edo State. Thank you very much, Nigeria. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Black Panther, thanks for your submission. God bless you. The last person on the panel before we have our final submission is Prince Alabo. Prince Alabo, thank you very much, sir, for joining us today. Good evening to you. You have the floor. I beg, talk to us.
Thank you, my brother Niger Watch. Let me just stand on the existing protocol because of our time. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, very clear, very clear.
All right, thank you. Let me just go straight to the visit of Peter Obi to Ibrahim Babangida. Sometimes we forget something. In US, the mafians, they came together and decide. And where they came together to decide to say, we are tired of these things we are doing. We want a better country. So if we think we can write these people off, no. If you think as a citizen you have the power and you can do without them, no. That is why when I hear Shore talking, he doesn't have anything meeting them. You still need them to win this battle. Those people have already captured a lot of things in the country. You still need to play into their hands to take the country from them. Most of them, they pay a lot of people's salary in Nigeria. Most of them, they are chairman of a lot of companies people are working. They are everywhere. So the only way is for us to get into them and get that keys. So Peter will be going to see him. It shouldn't be something people, because I know people have their own opinion. But for me, whichever way we can take this key from them, if we can be smart enough to get it from them, let's play and get all we need is to get our country back. Talking about Arise TV in Dukai Bible, it's part of the system. It's part of the system. You see, this is how Dangote came to deceive Nigeria, get the public a outcry, and this Nigeria came out to condemn the government like this. The government removed their hand and gave him everything he wants to do. He started doing. Is Nigeria buying fuel cheaper today? No. So they will come and bring their problem to the internet so that Nigeria will come out to sympathize with them, trying to bring their voices and government to listen. You can't come to deceive us. If you are doing the right thing, look at Peter Obi today. If Peter Obi has any cockroach in his cupboard, he will suffer for it from this government. But because they can't find anything, if the Arise TV boss does not have any cockroach, it's not part of the system that is fighting back, I don't think anybody will be talking about this today. So everyone has to do things right. We are not saying it is good or because it's raining on this person today, but we must learn to do things in the right way. Don't do because the evil you do today and think you go away today, it can come back to you tomorrow in future. That is the problem. People don't look at it. So those are things. These things that happened yesterday when they were all drinking together. And don't forget, the person who is in charge today is the one with them in those systems. He knows them. So if he's coming for you, know what he wants to come for you. But if he can't find anything, there is nothing they can do you. Has they not be sanctioning and issuing a sanction on Arise TV? They have been doing it. People will come out to condemn. But this very one is a business they did between themselves. They have to settle it the way they want to do it the right way. So it's not something Nigeria will even stress their head. Will have a lot of things for us to think about and talk about. Let me go straight to another thing. Moving forward to 2027, Remember what happened to the current president of Ghana today. 4 years ago, he contested with the past president, and they rigged him out. Do you know what the man did? When he came back this time, he said, I'm not going to sign anything with you. I am not going to court. We are winning our election here. We will do everything here. And that very thing that man said made that vice president who wanted to manipulate the election, who wants to take over from his boss, to come out and said, I accept the result. Because that man stood and said, we are not going to court. Nobody is going to steal our mandate. We are going to get it, battle it out here. That is how to go for the battle. Because he knows if you want to be soft for these people, they are going to take you for a ride. Nigerians, I'm begging you, everyone should wake up. Because moving forward, if we are not coming out to begin this journey for electoral reform, and if electoral reform will not work, because the politicians are not ready to reform the electoral system, as I'm talking to you, they are not ready. They want to go in through the back door, the normal way. And if that is the way, Nigeria, we need to come out and let them know we are ready with you. This way you want to go, we are ready with you. See, one thing we don't understand, don't wait like we are waiting to say, military. Some people will say, military, come and help us take over this. No, military, they will not do you. Some of those people, they will not do you anything. They are not coming. They can't fight all Nigerians. No. But they want you as a citizen to exercise the power and the right you have as a citizen. They will watch you if you are doing the right thing. Don't think they will come and crush everyone. No. It's not going to be possible. If they see that Nigerians are ready, do you think they're happy? Most of them in that military you are seeing, they are suffering more than you. But they can't carry because of the oath they took. They can't take it and begin to come and do that thing for you. They want you to come out and do those things. If Nigerians are ready to take, how many are those politicians? So it is time for us to come out with this full force, letting the politicians know, few of them, that we are ready for them. As election is coming up, we are expecting Alaji Gandola in Ondo State said they are coming to take over Osun State and Anambra. This is the two off-cycle election coming up again. If we did not do the electoral reform to test run with these places, how are we going to know how this is going to work? So that is why we need every platform you have, every of your handle, if it is on X, wherever on WhatsApp group, let's begin to pass this message. I am doing it on my own. We need forces, we need people to begin this electoral reform. It's now. If we cannot get it done this 2025, from 2026 is politics. Tinubu will do the same thing that Buhari did and say it's too close for LA. They have not tested, they have not done this. They want to use it to come and remove me in office. But if this thing begins this year, and before the end of this year, he will not have anything to complain, to say he can't sign it into law. We Nigerians will come out and hold him to sign that. That is what we want for our country. But if we are keeping quiet, we are not doing, we should forget about anything. Let's begin to call for this electoral reform. Now, coming to the Mocha form issue, trying to defend himself for what he has said. You have told somebody to wait and see what is coming, that he has crossed the line. What kind of thing do you want to come and explain to Nigeria again, that this is how you meant it? But one thing I want to advise, and I want to appeal to President Tinubu, if APC would see something, have a eyes to see tomorrow, Peter Obi would have been somebody they will give like 20 army, navy to guide him, to save them. They should be protecting that man if they think well. Let me not say they don't have. If they can think very well, Peter Obi should be somebody they will even be protecting. even if anybody is coming to do, because it's going to cost, if anything happened to Peter Obi, it's going to cost Mr. President a lot of things that they will not even know where he's coming from. It will bring serious problem for APC government. So it should be an egg for them to try to see how they will pamper. If they will manipulate to finish their 8 years, it should be an egg for them to just to pamper and protect, not what their surrogate, this publicity person, a mocker, coming to threaten, saying this cross battle. The people who are even supposed to be talking with Peter Obi should even be the president, not even him coming to talk. On what way can he compare himself or to say, compare himself with a Peter Obi, that he will come to threaten somebody on TV station? You can see even the man who is talking to him trying to defend. They are not even asking him the real questions. They are not talking to him because it's programmed and it's designed that way. Before they come for that interview, they have already agreed on what they want to discuss and the things they want to say. That is a kind of a system we find ourselves. But hopefully, as Nigerians, we believe in God and we know the God we believe in will not come down from heaven and fight for us. He has given us that power. He has given us the resources. He has given us the tools for us to make our country work. But it's just that we have refused to use those materials, yet we want to sit down and begin to call to say God should come down from heaven and come and do it for us. We are just people, like Sowore will talk, people who are used to, people see us as the most happiest people in the world because no matter how the hardship is, Nigeria will adjust to. But it doesn't work that way. If we continue to adjust, the politicians, they know that we are easily manipulated. That is why you see them doing what they are doing. Once it happens, you will see them, they will say, let's throw this one, let's distract them with this one, that issue will pass. And they know Nigeria, how we function, how Nigeria behaves. And that is the same thing happening. Once they throw something for us, we are distracted. We are distracted. We forget about the issue. We forget about the pains that people are going through. Now, I'm speaking to you as a Nigerian. I'm speaking to you as a Nigerian. If you are hearing my voice, if you know this pain you are going through, if you know you are not okay with what is happening in the country, if you know that the hardship you are facing in the country is really touching you, then this is the right time for us to come together. If you form yourself as a broom, they have divided us with ethnicity, they have divided us with religion, but all those ones is no longer working. We have to move forward as Nigerians. Let's come together, forget about your religion, forget about where you come from. In UK, the only thing we hear is what I'm a British citizen. That is what we hear. We are not hearing I am from Scotland. We are not hearing I am from Derby. We are not hearing I am from Bedford. Nobody is hearing the state you are from or which tribe you are from. It's a British citizen. That is what they know. So let's keep this north and south and west issue aside and form a Nigeria that we can come together as a broom and take these keys from these evil politicians who disguise themselves as our leaders and manipulating, taking away the resources that is meant to develop your state. The 2027, you can see Lalong talking about the cabal. It is true. In Asurok today, the battle, there is nothing about making Nigeria to work. They are not talking about. It's who will take over from President Tinubu is the battle going on in Asurok. The security advisor is warming up to take over from Tinubu. Is warming up with the chief of staff to form. The vice president, the battle is there, which they are fighting for themselves. They are fighting to decide whether the first lady will become vice to one of them after the 8 years. That is the battle that is going on in Asurok. Not because they want to make Nigeria work. It's because of their selfish interests. So any battle you see Nigeria facing today, sorry, I'm taking a little time. Any battle you see Nigeria facing today is because of these few individuals who have their political interests and agenda. They are not concerned. They are protecting their tomorrow, what they want to do. So anything that will come to truncate that plan they have, they don't care. They are going to crush that. That is a place we find. But in a better system where governance is working, you will see people who think about the people, think about how they will fix. Nobody is thinking about, I want to come back for. Though the present one you have, not thinking about 2027 or 2031, who will come and take over. But we believe if we come out together and form ourselves as a broom, the politicians will respect us. They will come to us based on their scorecard, not because they own the institution and not because they have the resources to do anything they want to do, but because they know, they respect you as a citizen. They know what you can do. And that is the kind of country we are looking up to. And we know that Nigeria is possible, but depends on you as a citizen. So let's come together and take our country back from these evil men. Nigeria will be great again. And it's possible we can do that together. God bless us and God bless our great country. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. God appreciate every one of you.
Thank you, Oga Prince. Alabo, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for putting your voice to this broadcast today. The beautiful thing about it is everybody have contributed. We have to have our final submission now. We are going to do just three minutes this time so we can round up. I appreciate you all, my people. If you're still listening to us and you're there, do your part by pressing the like button and take us far. I would like to come back to Madarita. Madarita, thank you very much for your patience and your time with us. You have 3 minutes for your final submission. Then I'll come to give us a mandate. So everybody get yourself ready. If not, you are going to be skipped. Madarita, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Elvis, and I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity. I'm just going to be quick because I have to step out for a meeting. I'm going to refer to, I think, the beginning of your program, this guy, Randy Peters, when he was talking about, what do we have to look for 2027? And he was so right. He was so right. It was just spot on. There are things that we really, really need to look in depth before we even think about elections of 2027. Presently, we all know that one of the major aim of the present administration under the man from Babylon is to capture the entire country under the armpit of the APC. They have started placing people in strategic positions just to favor the APC, the ruling class, their elites and their friends, the non-state actors and the state actors. So therefore, next year, in fact, as a matter of, if our next year is too far, this year, please let us start noticing people who are going for positions in the National Assembly, the State House of Assembly, even the governorship position. And then positions, federal positions like, they're already placed there. There's nothing anybody can do for now, except the Almighty God. Positions like the INEC chairman, the Attorney General of the nation, Chief Justice of the nation, those strategy, the Controller General of Nigeria, immigration, the chief, all those things, even the army, the security forces. This man from Babylon has succeeded in placing his people in those strategic points, even ministers. Yes, even ministers. So we really need to look in depth. And referring to what Black Panther was saying yesterday, there's a whole lot of things going on in Nigeria. A lot of people have been hurt. A lot of people have been disappointed time and time again. A lot of Nigerians have been lied to. And because we see them come today and they will tell us they are human rights lawyers, they're supporting this, and the next day they're supporting evil. We've seen some of them who are Labour presidents to yesterday, and today look at what they're doing. They're supporting the oppressors. So, even when the Black Panther was talking yesterday, when he even mentioned Atiku Abubakar, to be honest, I cringed. I did. But, when he kept talking, I kind of like, okay, perhaps because we have been lied to so many times, that's why I probably cringed. And I know a lot of people have even cringed a little bit. But, sometimes a time will come when a man that we cringe against might actually change when he sees that the majority of the people are not having the same ideology as him. He will be forced to change. So we should just take that into the fact that, there are a lot of things that we need to think in depth. This bad blood that is going around Nigeria, especially Edo State, I have been preaching about this bad blood. It gotta stop. If it doesn't stop, whether it's APC or PDP, and I dare say, perhaps Labour Party too, will carry this bad blood. But for now, what we are seeing now, the APC and PDP are playing the bad blood. But there's one thing everybody's not thinking about. When Adam Shoshomole imposed Governor Obaseki on Edo people, he created some sort of bad blood. And that's why people started moving from one party to the other. When Governor Obaseki now imposed his friend of 40 years, Asweg Godalo, he created another set of bad blood. I'm not even going to go into how the administration ran. What are we having today? Before the time for him to even leave, Governor Obaseki left the place where he created chaos. And Shoshomole left the place where he created confusion and chaos. Where are we today? Where are we today? What does that tell you? They don't give a rat's behind about you and I. So therefore, as Black Panther said yesterday, let us try and come together and reason together. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, and God bless you. I think I'll be stepping out now.
Okay.
I love you, and have a great evening, everyone.
God bless you, man. Thank you, Madam Rita. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, my people, and God will bless you now. We are still moving on. Give us a mandate if you're there. Your final submission, 3 minutes, please. Okay, you're not available. I'll just move on now. Let's move on to Prince Collins. If you are there, 3 minutes. Thank you, God, Prince Collins. Please, 3 minutes, sir. Okay, Prince Collins, you're not available as well. I'll move on to Black Panther. 3
No,
minutes,
I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. 3 minutes, sir. You remain 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you very much. I beg you, Elvis, I have to call out. Don't start. Okay. So, you see, briefly, I'll go and listen to yesterday's broadcast so that I'll be able to digest the message from Black Panther, with due respect. So, I will, because I've not been around, I'm really a bit, trying to fit in. But in any case, I think what we are seeing, I think for me, I think there's no need to begin to say, oh, this government did this, like what my sister Rita just said now. Obaseki did that and that and that. We can't trace it to. We will trace it to Obasanjo or Lokikunedion. We'll see if we calculate it from there. We'll see that subsequent government was worse than the one that was living, and that's the way it's going to be because of impunity and breakdown of rule of law when the judicial system is already in shambles. So emphasizing or measuring names, is just an emphasis because it is the system that is built for them that they are making use of. So they make judicial use of the system that is built for them, from the first person of the state, for instance, from the chief executive council of the state to the last person in the system is an actor in these corrupt practices. They are players. It's just that some levels are higher than others. So this system is already
a shamble. It's already an issue that is nothing to write home about. So if we begin to say, okay, this one did this, the other one did that one. If me and you, if you are there, if I am there, and we find ourselves in this system trying to pretend as if we are fixing it, we'll be a victim of the same system and we'll use it against ourselves as well, because that is what is available. You will use the system of an institution the way it is available to you. You can't do otherwise. You can't become too nice when the system is not favoring you. You have to look for a way out. That is what they are doing. They are using that corrupt system to find their way out. So everybody there is like, it's just like throwing people into red oil. The oil will rub everyone. That is exactly the best way I can explain it. When you ask everybody to go into mud, the mud is going to touch you. No matter how white you are, when you go in and come out, you never remain the same. That is the system that we are. So whether Obaseki, Okpeworo, Kabaka, me and you, whoever, when we are in that system, what do? We have to make use of the system. So the issue is the system. The system is nothing to write home about. So the whole system has to be, this. I don't know the best word to use, whether I have to use the word dislodged by those in it, because we are all benefiting from it already. When you are in that system, for you to survive, you have to do what they are doing. When you are in Rome, you behave like Romans. So we don't expect good things out of any bad. If you can't expect a government that is being installed by Kabah to come and turn around and do the right thing. It can never, because there's an issue discussed before they install it. They're going to give it conditions. So that is why democratically, the system that brings people into government, when it's corrupt, the government is going to be corrupt because they can never do the right thing, because the few that have brought such system in have agenda that is not of the people but of their personal interest. So it becomes government of the people, by the people, but not for the people. That's exactly what it is. Government of the people, by the people, and for the few. And these few are those that are in key positions to have access to the resources. That's exactly what is happening in that land. Until we understand it like that and begin to see everyone in that system as corrupt. Why should people be expecting Labour Party candidate to speak? Why are we expecting certain people to speak in that situation? When they are flogging local government chairmen, when they are using cane to flog local council chairman leaders, then you expect some people to talk, they will flog them up. People are holding canes in the street, flogging government officials, people that are democratically elected into office, whether true or not in the process, they are being flogged, being molested. People are harassed. You don't expect decent people to say anything, because they're going to take their part of it. So where we are right now is just a climb to the next step, and that next step is going to be anarchy. We are walking towards that place, and that's exactly where we are going. The time we come, I had our sister talking about, it's a pity that people in the East cannot go home. That is just the beginning. Kidnapping started from there. It's going to grow. At the end of the day, time will come that those of us in the South and West will not be able to go. It's going to happen like that. Black Panther was just talking about Syria. Syria is now free. That word is easy to say. Syria is now free. Do you know how many years Syria stayed to lumber in this kind of war that they are? Have you seen the recent picture of Syria as a country? The country is gone. It's gone. Totally gone. So we will never exactly what is happening the way Syria is now. If we are waiting for such thing to happen, then the nation is going to be grounded. Imagine if you get to such thing. So Nigeria is nowhere until those of us that want to free that country become or belong to somewhere. Nigeria will be nowhere until those of us in it belong to somewhere. Our generation has failed woefully. My generation has failed woefully. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. I really do appreciate you.
I'll be well with you.
Thank you, God, Prince Collins. It's good to hear your voice today. I'd like us to move on now to Black Panther. Black Panther, if you're
Yeah,
there,
my brother,
3
I am
minutes.
here.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm here, rock like a solid diamond. I want to say, Prince, thank you very much. The reason, that is why I said we should go and watch Syria. It's left for us to analyze it the way we want to analyze it. If we want our country to be like that, we should see it. They've been fighting for well over 50 years. One family brought that country down the way you are seeing it. So, and it was not only one family. The family gave birth to disciples in the millions. And that is what Nigerian politicians, their family, is doing to us. But we will not get to that Syria. We will not get there. Like I said yesterday, the weapon, the tools, I will not call it weapon, the tools for their prosperity is the division of the Nigerian space. I say it again. The tools for the satanic politician prosperity is in the division of the Nigerian space. We should be wise. That's why I said yesterday to Omole Shore, to be wise as a dove, and at the right time you sting. For you to sting, you need men of like minds to make that sting. You know, when bees come, they come for you. You will never escape when they come for you, because they will definitely sting you. That was the parable I'm giving to him. We all need to be wise, because they will bring the factors that will make us stretch like a plastic. And when we get to our elasticity limit, God will not make us get there, because if we get there, we'll be like Syria. But they are stretching us now. The more they stretch, when they go when they go 1 meter, their prosperity goes up. That is what we are seeing today. I am speaking. It is left for us to learn. You see what's going on? Where our brothers in diasporas, they wore the garment of traitors, and they are following the bigger traitors that we have in Nigeria. It is left for us to be wise. They want to stretch us. But if we are wise as a dove, we sting in bunch, and they will never break us, because the bee comes like a colony and nest anything they want to nest. That is how we should be. We should learn to forgive. When we forgive, every person in the Nigerian space is important in this struggle. The reason why I mentioned Atiku, like what Madam Rita said, you have to see reason to read. It is not because I'm speaking. It is not because I am in love with him or I like him, but it's part. We can use that part to get what we want. What Obi is doing, we might be seeing. I've done it before. Let us be calm. Let us calm. Put all hands down. He knows what he's doing. That elasticity is trying to drag their hand back so that they will not stretch us beyond the elasticity limit. And when they stretch us beyond the elasticity, we break. You will see Syria. We will not see it in Jesus' name. Let us be wise as a dove so that we can come together and sting like a bee. May God bless Nigeria Watch. May God bless everyone, and let's keep the flag flying. Thank you.
All right, Black Panther, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. God bless you. God Prince Alabo, please, your final submission, 3 minutes, please. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Let me just talk a little with this my 3 minutes with the issue in Edo State. Yeah, APC brought the Attorney General of the Federation brought in this local government autonomy, and governor with him. They fought it to the Supreme Court, and they got the final judgment that it has come to stay. Nigeria just woke up to see the governor of Edo State through the House of Assembly dissolving or suspending the local government, elected local government chairman, not the councillors. Just like today, the Senate or House of Rep dissolving the whole governors in Nigeria or suspending governors in Nigeria. Can this happen? No. So why is it happening in Edo State? But somebody who is close to the governor should advise him. Let him not be the one they will use to test this. They are using him, he's using himself to test run a lot of things. And if the same APC who said they want to give local government autonomy, it happened in Rivers State. It was a battle through court. They wanted to hold money that they are respecting court order, the resources of Rivers State, with elected local government chairman to say those local government chairmen are not legal. That is what they said, based on a court order, an ex parte order on Rivers State, not election not to hold. So because of that, it's because of the outcry of Rivers people and everything that came out, they finally released money to the AGS. This is the same government today. We want to watch to see if they will pay money to Okpobolo to manage the local government resources. Then I know it won't be a surprise to Nigeria. Nothing APC have not come. They came with us with change, and Nigeria did not ask them, what kind of change are you coming with? That is the thing. This is the change we are seeing. After this in 2019, they changed it from change again because they can't come to change themselves. They came with a lot of deceit. Everything APC condemn PDP, they have done times 70 of what PDP has not even done to Nigeria. So this is the hypocrisy we are seeing in people who call themselves our leader. The same man who put Goodluck Jonathan inside casket, the picture, and they use it in Ojota, invite the artist, all of them we are singing, calling him rest in peace. Today, nobody can do that to that same person. But in one way or the other, there is what is called the law of karma. Whatever thing you sow, that is what you reap. So those are things that some people are suffering today. Just like I talk about the Arise News boss. It's the same thing. They have been part of the system. So whatever thing that the sitting president is suffering today is the thing that they have sown, they have done before in the past. You cannot escape it. They will see more is coming for him. I'm telling you, this present regime, they will see things because they deceive Nigeria. APC deceive Nigeria. When you talk about, I mentioned this earlier, I think previously I talked about this, that the activists we are talking about then, when you see who sponsored them, the human rights activists we used to hear them, those people that will always come out to sit down and condemn Goodluck Jonathan, who was sponsoring them, is the sitting people in government today. We are behind them. So they have been in their payroll. So today that they are in government, those people cannot come out to challenge them. That is why we see what is happening. The few people who are coming out today to speak for Nigerians are just upcoming people who have not had encounter with these people. That is why I tell you, if you want to maintain your integrity, may you never go close to them. If you get close to their corridor, your language will change because a lot of things comes with it. But for us to get our Nigeria working, we must do things in the right way. You can't carry Ken in this Nigeria. People, not even military people, not law enforcement officer. People carrying came to local government to say they want to flog elected local government chairman. And it's happening, and security are keeping quiet because it's APC government. Things does not work this way. Finally, let me just go to my state. There is a man who withdraw all the students, stop the payment of tuition fee for foreign students, which Amechi sent on scholarship, said it is not important
Please
doing that
round
kind
up
of
in
thing,
30
that they are
seconds.
wasting,
30 seconds.
that they are wasting resources of River State. That same man withdraw all the foreign scholarship brought them by, say, River State University is good enough to give them everything they wanted. But none of his children passed through UST in River State. Today he's celebrating. His son got master-in-law. Don't wake up before the end of 2024. 2020, sorry, not 2024, 2027. You will hear that their children has been appointed judge in one court in Nigeria. Let's watch. But God is watching us. Nigeria will be great. God bless every one of us.
Okie dokie. Thank you. Thank you, Oga Prince Alabo. To be honest, I don't really want us to put God into what is affecting us in Nigeria. Nigerians need to wake up to rescue their country. We'll be calling God, even God himself, don't cover your ear, don't tire for our matter. Because you cannot be calling for the same thing that will be given to you long time ago. It's just like giving a book to somebody and they're asking you, how do you want me to read it? So I don't understand. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. So the last person on the panel that just came in. Yes, sir.
Mr. Elvis, can I give my few minutes or no?
Okay, go ahead now. 3 minutes because we need to round up now. Thank you, sir.
Okay, I mean, thank you. Just like you said now, it's just like you saying that God bless me, God bless you. Now you're asking God, how should I even use this blessing? We keep talking about God. Even God Himself is sick and tired of Nigerians. Honestly, God Himself is tired of Nigerians because we have everything that pertains to life and godliness. Is it men that we don't have in Nigeria that can arise? Is it men that we don't have? Is it manpower that we don't have? Every time we talk about God. So God, everything God. I mean, sometimes I just ask some questions that do we really know what we want? Everything that God. You don't get lights, not God. You don't get road, not God. You don't get water, not God. And your politicians, the idea is stealing in billions. In fact, the way Prince Collins analyzed it, I think it was just right on point. The ones in the higher level, they want to steal it in their billions of dollars. The one that follow, they want to steal it in their millions of dollars. Then you don't begin to analyze like that. Nigerians need to arise, wake up, and take your country back. We cannot continue like this. These guys will continue to run us down. Let's arise and take back our country. Arise, Nigerians. You have everything. You got everything it takes to take back your country. Let's not be docile. Arise, Nigerians. If Mr. Peter Gregory can speak and they are all shaking, if more of us can speak, they will shake and they will go away. Let's arise, Nigerians. Enough of this. Enough. Arise, Nigerians. Let's take our country back for our children's sake. For the young girls, for the young boys, arise, Nigerians. Let us take our country back. We cannot put everything on God. God has given us everything that we need to take back this country from the hands of this wicked man. Arise, Nigerians. Thank you, sir.
All right. Unfortunately, as we heard the talk, so that they lounges that they drink better champagne and beer, and they press 3310 for there as we heard the talk. So press below I mean. So they are right there as we the talk. So they know they hear, then they don't even know what it means to arise. So we'll continue to talk here. To be honest, we have a long way to go. Let's just be doing our part. That's it. Thank you. The last person on the panel is our brother Oga Chris. We came in late, but I'm still going to give you 4 minutes to talk to us so we can round up, my brother. Good evening to you. I beg, talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nanjao. Thank you for the extra 1 minute. Thank you so much for everything, the video you presented. Everybody, I beg, make I stand on existing protocol. Make I say how much I feel use for this 4 minutes. But be that as it may, I must give a big shout out to Mommy Diaspora. Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much. I missed you yesterday and I missed you from the beginning of this program. But it's good I'm here again today. Well, it's an opportunity for me to contribute to the issues that are affecting you and I. Well, for me, Mr. Anjawas, thank you for the carefully selected video as usual, at least trying to touch on every aspect, every facet, every fabric of our society. You basically touched on everything: the economy, the corruption, the deception, the bad governance, the defiance to the rule of law, the way the entire country is set up. And with just those videos, you've captured the essence of the bane of development of our society. I want to join my voice with everybody that has given accolades to Black Panel for his wonderful speech and for his deposition again today. It's a double-edged sword. Black Panther is on the roll. And thank you so much. Because of that, I just want to dig in quickly into some of the issues if I have time. As for Desiani, I think we've heard that several times before. Madam Rita pretty dealt with that. Was just trying to play the video back as much as I can. I think we've heard that enough every time Desiani, Dasuki Lutz. I don't know. The Buhari administration that just finished, 8 years with everything they did. Is there any person they are chasing up and down in the Buhari administration? Is there any person? We know that Abacha Lutz, a certain Abubakar Malami, SAN, was collecting 10% as a consultation fee for the funds that were released to our country. Said he hired some lawyers when they have over 100 lawyers at the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. That's just the many, many abnormalities that has ravaged our society. People just apply the law to favor them however they wish. And so let me quickly talk about Edo State. You see, for Edo State, it's quite funny when I see people blame Okpewolo for what's going on in Edo State. It's just being clever by half. The person that we need to blame for whatever is going on in Edo State is Obaseki. The government, let me not say Obaseki, the administration headed by Obaseki. Because it is the people that he forced on the good people of Edo State that are doing these shenanigans. It is the people. It's as simple as that. What happened? The local government chairman, and again, nobody is talking about the content, the origin of the problem. The local government chairman, there was a 20 million naira as contribution to one fund like that. Nobody knows where the fund is coming from. And the governor came in and said, where is this fund? What is happening to this? Come and give account. And they have not responded. That is one. Then secondly, Okpewolo wrote to the House of Assembly. The House of Assembly, those are the people selected by Obaseki. Do we even get this clear? It is the House of Assembly that made the declaration that those people should be suspended. Of course, they are doing the bidding of Okpewolo, but why did they not stand up and speak against whatever Okpewolo has instructed them to do? Because they came in the first place in a very wrong way. They were not supposed to be the people that's supposed to occupy that position. They were brought in by Obaseki. And the so-called, the commissioner, the person heading one of the investigative panel today, I don't even want to call his name, that young barrister. It's not the same young barrister that Obaseki used in his term. During his time, it was that same commissioner that Obaseki used to be doing everything he was doing. Surprisingly, it is the same commissioner that Okpewolo is now using to dismantle everything that Obaseki created. So why are we not looking at it like that? And to crown it all, the problem is the constitution. That was why I told I gave accolade again to Black Panther. Because long ago, Black Panther has told us that this constitution is the problem. Everything these people are doing is there in the constitution. Madam Rita also talked about that. The constitution is a complete home of chaos. Federal Constitution said at Section 7, local government has autonomy. Also, the Constitution gave the states the power to oversee the function of the local government. And in 2021, Edo State House of Assembly, they promulgated a law. Then in the Sweet Obaseki, they promulgated a law that the state can monitor the activity of the local government. And that's what Okpebholo and the Attorney General, Samuel Saige, that's what they are relying on. Not until there's harmony in our laws, it's going to continue like this. And Prince Collins pretty said everything, that when people come into power, they look at the loopholes in the law and they used everything they can to benefit from that. I'll round up in 30 seconds. Now, the same thing happened in Rivers State. Let's not forget, Wike took the federal government of Nigeria to court during Buhari's tenure, calling for autonomy. And a lot of people quoted everything on the Constitution. But today, what now happened? Did Wike not win the case? Wike finally won the case. So this problem we are all looking at, they were all created by Obaseki administration, nothing else. Because if you had allowed quality, credible people to enter that position, I'm very sure Okpebholo will not have the temerity to be dealing with these people the way he's dealing with them now. But in the first place, who are these people? House of Assembly, elected by Obaseki, dealing with the local government chairman, elected, and councillor, elected by the same, selected by the same Obaseki. I beg you, never ready. Good evening. The time is gone. Thank you, Sir Domo.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I want to appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. Thank you very much, moderator. Thanks, Black Panther. Give us a Monday, Prince Alabo, Prince Collins, Oga Chris, Dublin. God bless you, sir. I appreciate every one of you. And God bless you now. And those of you that called in as well, thank you so much. God bless you. And God bless every one of you. Thank you for those of you that supported the channel today. I'm very, very grateful. Adelaja Ogumbiye, Rosie Ayosh, Peggy Modi, Martin Benjamin, and God will bless you, my people. I'm very, very, very grateful. My people, write down in the comment section. Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do. We appreciate you always. We are very, 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 very grateful. Thank you, Peg Modi, Patience Egan Rowa, Madam Amen Bright. Thank you very much, Ifeanyi Anako. Thank you very much, my people. Stella Imasaredo, thank you very much, I appreciate you. Pius Moye, God bless you all. Thank you, McDonald Igodaro. Okay, I got that. Igodaro. Thank you very much, Patricia. Not from my dear sister, I can see you as well. Many others right there. And God will bless you. Now we come to the end of the broadcast. I'll see you guys again by God's grace, fingers crossed, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll take you from where we stop. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share and take our voices far. Let's do what is right. Let's continue to stand for what is right. Your name matters than any other thing in this world. Yes, your integrity is very, very important. I don't understand how some people compromises their integrity. You should know that your integrity is very, very important. Stand for what is right. Speak the truth at all times. Even though in the process you are hurting some people, that's fine. Even though you hurt some people today, in a day, a week, a month, a year from now, then we get to realize that, oh, this was I the verse for this particular person, but our truth, now I talk. It's better than you deceiving people. None of us is perfect. We're not a perfect people, but still, you cannot say what is right and be turning it upside down. Let's do what is right. Our country is dilapidating. Since where they born me, Nigeria is dilapidating. I just want Nigeria to work like every other countries, you know, how they work. I want to experience it by God's grace in our time. So do what is right, do your part, and work hard for yourself rather than joining these satanic politicians may they give you money, if you fit look after yourself and your family. No, work hard. There's every possibility you might even be richer than the satanic politicians that are stealing our commonwealth. My people, like I said before, we've come to the end of this broadcast. I'd like to give a tribute again to my Oba of Benin, my second God on earth. Take care, my people, and God bless you now. Good night and bye.